Good?
All good.
Why is there cake in there? What's going on?
Tim brought a cake yesterday.
It's gay. For what? Somebody's birthday?
Just
Even asking that makes me feel sick.
presidential debate.
Who ate it? Did you eat that cake?
Me and Gus had some of it, yeah.
Don't eat cake in the studio without asking me. Like that's just I don't like why.
Because he brought it to eat, so I ate some.
Yeah, but why? Why was there cake in the studio?
I didn't ask him. He just was like, he went to BJ's and picked up a cake.
You're a pig. I don't want to do the show now. It just annoys me for some reason. Okay, what do we got? Go ahead.
Great debate last night, huh?
Yeah, what else?
Okay. Taylor Kyles did not want to come on. He declined the invitation yesterday. I don't know if you want to hear his DM back.
No, it's
Justin
fine.
got.
Whatever, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, the debate was fine. No, it was good. It was a good. I thought it went well. It was an example of what this show does and no other show can do. I got a bunch of other stuff, other potential live shows, got the case coming up, but people are stuffing fucking cake in their face. But, hey, what can you do? I'm working. People are stuffing cake down their throat, right, Mike?
I suppose.
I mean, is that inaccurate?
Tim is known for bringing gifts.
Yeah.
He does usually bring gifts.
There's no reason to bring cake to the studio. First of all, it's dirty. There's a fucking plate there with cake just there. Am I wrong?
No,
No what?
you're not wrong
About what?
about the cake in the plate.
Why is there a plate with just cake? Like, why do we leave that out in the open?
I didn't throw it away yet.
When are we going to throw it away?
After the show today.
Why wouldn't you throw it? Did you have the cake this morning?
I did have some cake this morning.
The fuck is? Why wouldn't you throw away the cake when you're done with it this morning? Like the piece, not the cake itself. You put it in the fridge or whatever you want to do. But the plate, that's a plate with just cake on it.
The honest answer?
Yeah,
Because I'm eating some. I was planning on eating some after the show as well.
you should have a different plate.
I thought you could save resources.
Yeah, but it's just dirt. It's like it's gross. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's gross to then reuse the plate.
That's also gross.
hours
3
later.
times. Like you used it 12 hours later, 14, whatever it is.
Yes,
Why are you eating all that cake?
because it's a good cake.
I'm sure it's great, but like what? This ruins the whole debate for me, legitimately. That's the way I think.
I wasn't offered any cake, which is a little odd.
Nor was I, of course.
If we're having breakfast cake.
Nobody offered me a cake last night.
I believe we did.
You definitely, what? I wouldn't have eaten it, but you definitely did not offer me cake last night. That definitely did not happen. I would not have eaten it, but what are you talking about? When?
At the end of the thing. Before
Dave, did you witness that?
I didn't hear anything, no.
Definitely did not happen.
No.
It definitely did. I don't care if I wouldn't have eaten it, but what are you doing? What are you just doing? Just having a piece of cake at night? What do you have a piece of cake in the morning?
It's morning cake.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, breakfast cake.
Gee, get your shit together. Jesus.
He did bring a book with that cake, didn't he? I saw him walk in with something else.
Yes, he gave me a book. It's very nice. Tim's a very nice guy. This is not a criticism of Tim. I suppose it is in a way, but like I don't know. Justin's like a baby having his cake. It's like a first birthday party where you're watching me eat cake. You know what I mean?
I will say I can't picture a scenario where he's like, Kirky, you want to dig into this?
Zero. That's a lie. You're lying, which you usually don't do. That's a fucking lie.
I thought I did.
Okay, but I would have said no, but it didn't happen. Anyway, no, the debate was an example of what this show does and no other show does. It was a really good, solid, good job by the producers until the show was over, and everyone involved. I thought it was an A+. I don't usually say this. A+ effort all around.
I would say if not for Montante, it kind of felt like everyone was putting on a professional debate, and then somehow Montante was edited into it.
That was the beauty of it. Yep. You needed, because Polar messaged me after. He's like, I didn't, I got beat up. I was like, it was a perfect balance, like the serious, quiet guy,
Right.
versus Paul actually got a couple of decent lines.
Yes.
Versus the loudmouth moron that is Montante. It was circled around with all these characters,
Yeah. Stats are no match for Montante, I would say. You can't
She
come
is
with
an unlikable whore who literally sucked her way to the top, and what?
That's tough. That was tough. But I mean, look,
Montante, can I just say something? I watched it back this morning,
yeah.
and I listened to it on the drive home yesterday. Montante might be one of the most effective debaters I've ever watched.
Really?
Well, I mean,
He's passionate, he's loud.
Makes no points though.
I feel like he's made more points than I heard Donald Trump make in his debates.
I'll tell you, Steve texted me last night. Steve said that was better than either presidential debate in terms of substance. He's probably right, honestly. Like they had numbers, they had information, they had some facts. Yeah, Montante. And a day later, I can say as the moderator, I would give Montante the win.
Yep.
I mean, Montante won the debate last night. He did. Polar did a good job, but that was Montante's night.
Depends on what you're looking for, I suppose. Much like with Trump. Like
guess.
Montante's an effective, he inspires you in a way. I don't know how
Yeah.
many facts he had.
He thinks women are pregnant for a year, but so what?
It was a mistake.
Corrected it. Yeah, he moved on.
He caught it eventually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah,
I think what we need is somewhere to meet in the middle on this compromise and do what Europe does, and is meet in the middle between 12 months and 14 weeks. After that, it's blatant murder. We have to meet in the middle, but please.
Yeah, there you go. So, I even like that. I saw some people like, oh, Josh and James aren't as good as they are in basketball, but I like.
I disagree.
They also just don't know. They came in last night, so we're here. Colleen's here. Justin rolled in at like 5:30, but we're here, and Justin probably stopped at Carvel on the way.
No.
Pig.
A pregame cake. Warm up for the cake here.
It's unbelievable. You had cake last night this morning. Like, do you have any control over your body?
The cake was good.
I know,
We have some. If it was bad cake last night, I wouldn't have ate it this morning.
I don't even know if that's true.
Yeah, that's an interesting
Well,
question.
it's like
it could be bad cake. Let's
It's
be
mediocre
honest.
cake. You'd eat it.
cake's like a donut.
I know, but those are probably big heaping slices too, right?
I mean, they weren't.
Did you see him eat the cake, Dave? Or
A
no?
donut, no, but a donut does not have that much sugar, I would say. I'd say it's double, triple the sugar.
Well, I mean, it's also a little circle versus a big slice of cake.
Right.
Calorically, I would think the cake has a big edge, no?
I bet you a donut.
I can honestly say I've never in my life had cake in the AM ever in my entire life. But I've had like a chocolate muffin, I suppose. So it's the same thing.
Sure.
You know?
I've seen some donuts with cake. Like they make some big donuts.
I think a better argument is like a chocolate muffin is more like cake. I think.
Yeah.
Donuts, I don't know. I know what you mean, but I mean, I'm sure it's good, but like, you know, you can't
At what cost?
have cake.
And eat it too.
You can have cake after the show. It's 3 pieces of cake, and then last night. Fine, the debate's over. You're celebrating.
Cake goes bad
What's the
quick,
point
though.
this morning?
Cake does not go bad.
What's the celebratory thing like before the show today? You got up, you lived through the night again. I guess that's a miracle.
It's America. You don't need a reason to eat cake.
But last night you had a reason, though.
Well, last night I had a cake for a reason.
Right.
I did not get the cake. The cake was brought in for the debate.
In fairness, you didn't have dinner, from what I saw.
Yeah, I'm sure he.
I had some chicken nuggets when I got home.
But before you
You
ate
can't eat
cake
chicken
last
nuggets
night.
after cake. Cake's the last thing you have.
Maybe cake was a lunch dessert.
I don't want to call you like narrow, but you got to open up your mind.
So I can look like you?
You know, not so you can look like me, but it's just like maybe
Maybe you should be more narrow-minded.
that's probably true. We should
Yeah,
call
I think between
You
the
could
two
meet
of
in the
us-
middle though. Maybe you're angry because you can't have
like the
cake in
abortion
morning.
debate?
Yeah.
I suppose. But I think anybody intellectually thinks cake, if you have cake at night, you're done. Turn off the lights, the party's over. You're not eating after a piece
Oh,
of cake.
sure.
It's a
Yeah,
dessert.
you're not looking for another.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you a glass of water, but that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You're not thinking, boy, I think it might be chicken nugget time. Nobody thinks like that.
But if you didn't have that much cake, the cake was then a snack. It was not.
I don't
a
think Justin had a small slice of cake. I just saw the cake. The cake looks like it's been raped. I'm gonna send it to the hospital to go through that kit that they take there.
Buried.
It just looks like, it looks like an assault victim. So I think there is some semen on it. So I don't even know what, did anybody else have cake?
Gus.
Oh, Gus. Okay, right. Yeah. Gus was,
That's like perfect for Gus. He was probably stoned.
Nice.
I give him his performance last night. Yeah, I'd say probably stoned. Yeah. But no, Montante was very good. Polar was good. I thought we had a good bounce back Steve Robinson in the pre-show. He was bringing it.
He was the Robinson report.
Yeah,
Steve.
we got what we wanted. We got
Amy
to see.
Poehler's brother.
Yeah,
I
he
guess
would
the
not
first
refer
thing
to-
that I would ask Amy Poehler's brother
not
is, honestly, I don't think Amy Poehler's brother would gain any advantage
good
in this
political
debate.
messaging right
I'll be
there.
excited
You're
to see what Amy Poehler's brother does. Amy Poehler's brother, on the other hand,
You're hammering it home.
Talking down to him.
Yeah, he's not his own
Yeah.
man. He's a product of the system.
Exactly.
That's just good. That's good stuff.
You kind of cut yourself off though about Josh and James.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I thought what it shows is just how easy being, because they don't know anything about politics. I don't think.
I don't think they do.
Yet they hosted a tremendous pre-show.
True. Yes. Of course.
We got to do it. We got to get back to it. What is your Jimmie points for tonight for each
I got
candidate?
excited when I heard that.
Of course, if the guests and Steve weren't on for 10 minutes,
That's
when it
fair.
was 5:42, I remember looking at my phone and thinking, oh my God, because these guys came in
Yep.
and they were like, And Dave's like, yeah, it's like 20 minutes. Like, you sure? Like, we got a lot of stuff. We can go all night. I was like, well, okay. And they did. And they did. And then they did the post show. So it was good. Tony Cass was there. Our guy Joe was there.
Yep. Well, to some extent.
I mean, sort of.
Yeah.
Did Joe leave for the post show, or was he there for that?
He came back. For the
Eventually, I think he got back.
And then who am I forgetting?
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff had a very funny
yes.
thing as well. That was good. So yeah, good winning. Like again, only show in the world that does that. Winning night for us. A rare win for us.
I would say Cass, and you made this point earlier. Cass should have been the one to go at Steve Robinson. I think they could have had more debate between the two of them. Joe was fine though. I thought Joe was good. But, but Cass was good.
No, very good. Good pregame, good postgame. The debate itself was lively. I thought as a moderator, I said some controversy I've heard about this Montante sound. We can't control the sound. I mean, that's coming from his own end. Some think he's afraid to answer some of the tough questions. I'm not here to say that.
Well, when he can hear the first couple questions, but then can't hear the rest, I think
Seems very strange.
Why could Polar hear it and Montante couldn't?
I mean, this is what people are saying. This is what, he's getting things getting dinged too fast. I don't control that. Coleman ain't control that. So I don't know. And very funny Coleman last night. He stepped up. When you tell Coleman what to do, he's good. When you send him on his own, like at soccer or that phone call the other day, he stinks. He was good. Clim had a good video. Mike had a good video. Who am I forgetting? Mayo was Mayo. And unfortunately, if you're not good enough, you don't make the cut.
Oh, no.
True or false?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Do we have any sound from him who didn't quite make the cut last night or no?
Thank God mine was played.
The fucking crumbs off your hand. Get moving. Sitting there this morning, ready to do the show. He's got a big piece of cake.
It was early.
Energy.
What time was it?
It's probably like when I rolled in, like 7:20.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't like when cake gets hard on the outside after you've eaten it.
Certainly appreciate both you guys sitting down for this very, very important debate. But a big question for you, Greg. I have questions about your background and your ties to Hollywood. You've been part of some major promotions. I guess no one watched them because they're in Sweden. But there are some really scary photos of you with one Sean Puffy Combs, a.k.a. P. Diddy. Can you address this picture right here? And why were you with Diddy during this? And what do you know?
What's the picture?
About Diddy?
It's a Diddy party with Greg Poehler superimposed into the picture.
I just completely forgot. You sent me the text. I actually forgot about Mutt. But I saw the show ended yesterday. Mutt's like, yeah, I got to do something with these guys. I literally walked into the car, started the car, so I'm not walking out. So I don't think he put a ton of time into that. that was one take?
It was one take.
That was one take, yeah. So sorry, Mutt. That's on me. I forgot to add that to you. What did you guys think, Justin and Dave?
I thought it went really well. I think Montante probably won, and that's like considering my bias. But Poehler also said he was sick.
Oh, really? Oh, we're doing that.
He said he was beforehand. He said he was sick.
COVID, huh?
That's right.
He was at Camp David for a few days before.
12 jabs.
Joe had reached out to Poehler, seeing if you wanted to do a little debate prep before.
Now that I would love to have watched.
I would have.
The next time we do that, we need the
Training?
behind the scenes sort of documentary of the 4 years from now, I guess.
Yep.
Or whenever the next debate is. Yeah. Maybe it should become an annual thing. Maybe we should tour the country like Lincoln and Douglas did. Just debate each other. I'd watch that.
I think Montante could have gone up against 10 different people last night and pulled out the win.
Montante Steve is a good debate.
It is.
Unfortunately, they're ideologically, but also
Yeah, but you have Republican primary
yeah, that's
debates.
what I'm saying. You need that would be an interesting debate because I don't think Steve would get ruffled. Montante can definitely get ruffled.
You think?
Yes.
Well, what's happening here?
Yeah, he doesn't understand sound, so he might be a good one. I don't know.
He dropped the 2 C's before you said hello to him.
He did.
Just cunt and cocksucker right out of the gate.
Flying around last night, calling the vice president of the United States a whore. I don't know, but yeah. What else were you saying, Dave?
No, I was just said Montante steamrolled it. I felt bad I thought Greg was the most attempting to be fact based in his arguments.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, he brought
whether it was true or not, I have no fucking.
If I let them go one-on-one, when I let them go for a few minutes, they were getting mad at each other.
Yeah.
It was actually starting to get tense. I was like, oh boy. So
Yep.
Good night, though. I thought it was a very enjoyable evening. The feedback seems good overall, I think. People seem to like it. So we'll do other stuff like that. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do election night, I guess, right? What are we thinking?
Well, I don't know if we'll beat that experience. I know that.
Yeah.
Because election night is a long, boring, drawn out
That is a
night.
tough
Just
night.
let Montante and Polar watch the election. You know
like
what
a
I mean?
Manning cast,
Watch
yeah.
the coverage. Yeah.
That's actually
You
true.
could do a Montante cast. That's
Yeah.
true. Just bring in different people.
Yeah.
Polar, Steve,
That
me,
would be good.
you, Dave, whoever. Like just people flying in and out. I mean, I don't know if he wanted to do it. He's also going to be bombed probably by the time the election's done.
Yeah,
But
true.
well, yeah, I suppose. Okay, yeah, but good. I thought a very solid piece of Minahan show content, which is good for the network. It was a unique only to network, right? We didn't release it.
That is correct.
Good. Okay. So if you want to go to the YouTube page, or I suppose you're watching it now or listening later, it's available there. And while you're there, just smash that subscribe button.
You go.
And leave a 50-star review, at least, maybe 1,000-star review. Because I suspect today on this channel, if you go there 6 hours from now, you're gonna watch a man eat an entire cake.
Oh,
And who
yeah.
doesn't, and who doesn't want to watch that? Who doesn't want to watch that?
He's going to have more cake.
I don't know about that.
He loves cake.
He loves it, but
You know what? Just what I'm trying to do. These guys are too. I'm trying to broaden my horizons here.
That makes sense.
I'm trying to expand my thought process.
So when you say someone eat an entire cake, you weren't talking.
You're
about
going to
me.
eat the cake.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm thinking I'm thinking narrow-minded. Like, oh, he wouldn't do that. Justin would never do a food challenge. But now my mind is exploding. Could you eat an entire cake?
can I just eat the rest of that cake?
No.
I have to go out and get a new cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to throw that cake away.
you have to go to wherever that cake is from. Get that
BJ's?
exact cake.
No.
Oh,
Just
okay.
whatever your favorite cake is. If you want, whatever you want. I think you should eat a cake with. Let's see if I get this right. What was the Triple Crown? Chinese food.
Chinese Taco Bell.
Yeah. What was the third one?
McDonald's?
McDonald's, yeah.
Maybe all of it on the cake, like a special Triple Crown cake.
Boy,
Did they
that
make
sounds quite disgusting.
You see how narrow-minded he is, Justin?
I am, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you narrow-minded like Mike, or do you think that might be good? And you have maybe it'll be good. Maybe you have an open mind.
I'm willing to try.
You
it.
like all those things.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. It's not water and cereal here.
Covered in frosting.
Why not put frosting on ribs?
Yeah. Why not?
Why not put frosting on top of a taco? A shell.
That could work.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't like hard shells.
No, I understand. Sure, that's your one reservation. I can understand that. Yeah, I can see that. So the what's his name? Did you say the writer? I forget his name. Taylor.
Whacked him.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry about that. Taylor. What is it?
Tail
Kyles.
Kyles, yeah.
They did not want to join us.
No, unfortunately.
Felt we had done him dirty.
Right.
Seems that
He
way.
sent the show clip account that said Taylor declined to come on the show today.
Which is true. He cannot come on the show today.
He said, "This is real
Yesterday.
shady, man. Lol, sorry. I don't think I'll be coming on at any point in the future. Wish you all the best."
What's Shady?
Yeah, Shady is out for, unless I'm not as hip as I used to be. But that makes it seem like you guys are like sinisterly out to.
Lying that he declined an interview.
Yeah.
He said he had a window. He was trying to pull it off
Oh, we were
within the
being
window.
dicks, though. I mean, we were purposely declined to come on. He was willing to come on. Then he had a
Well,
we
was
could've-
he though? He
we-
said,
but-
I have 5 minutes, and then you were like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
and he's like, never
we
mind.
could have also been like, hey, he said he was going to come on, but he's got something
Right.
time wise, so he'll join us in the future. I mean, that's what we do on a radio show, but he doesn't want to come on because he's a pussy, and that's fine.
You were
He's also very, very dumb.
purposely being dicks, but Shady is the wrong word.
Shady
It's
is
not.
true.
It's
But
not
he's- but
mysterious what you guys are doing.
He's a dummy. Probably doesn't know what it means. That's what I said. It's my point. He's a dummy. As a mental health advocate, I'm telling you, he's a dummy.
So if it's right to attack someone. For
Well, I apologize, but yes. What else?
Speaking of, not declining, but not being with us, the real Pops was supposed to be with us today.
Yeah, what happened? You told me
He
yesterday. that Red
canceled
Pops-
basically right around the debate.
Yeah,
time
things
or
were
whatever.
swirling. You seem very emotional. Well, why can't he join us? Why did we lose the real
Something
Pops?
with work, unfortunately. that he couldn't get out of. Yes.
And Dave's like, you want Mike alone? Or he's like, I have 2 or 3 other random people I can reach out to. I'm like, that sounds
And then
great.
I checked a couple of the Twitter timelines, and I just felt like the risk. It was a little too risky.
Oh,
to just
who are we
bring
talking
somebody.
about?
I don't know. There's a guy named Official KAJ. I've seen him around. I have to get a vibe of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was willing to come in.
Yeah.
I forget the other one, but it was just, I didn't want to take that chance.
Okay,
I
you
said,
weren't
you know
feeling
what?
it.
Yeah, I said, you know what? Come on the producer's show.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll get a little.
Breeding ground.
Correct.
Yeah.
Johnny
That's
waving
smart.
him over to the chair.
That's
And
smart.
maybe
That's
if-
smart.
Maybe
What a moment.
if we bring in another body to the producer show, maybe we can surpass 10 minutes.
It seems unlikely, but yeah, we
that's
can
the
always
goal.
dream.
That is the goal.
Well, okay, all right. So the official KAJ, is that his name?
Yeah. He was willing to come in last minute, so thank you to him.
Did you think of asking any of the gentlemen who were here last night or no?
Stay.
Yeah, to come back. No,
Stay?
overnight. Have all the cake you want. Was that a sleeping bag or no?
I did not think of asking because Tim was recently on.
Right.
Beanbag Ron was recently on.
right.
Yeah.
And there was another individual here.
He's working. He's a working man.
He is.
Gus
I don't know if
is.
you heard.
What's that?
Just him talking.
I did
Yeah,
hear him
right.
talking. So I heard. I was writing down my questions. The moderator does get my notes. I heard Gus talking about his route with Beanbag Ron in full detail. His Amazon route, the exhaustive detail, like turn by turn, he makes in this route.
I heard Justin was in hysterics listening. That's what Cullen
Well,
told
he
me.
just walked back here and he was like crying, laughing, just over the fact that like Gus cannot have a conversation that isn't about himself.
He's the most self-involved person.
It's impossible.
We said this about other people, but he's the most self-involved person of all time.
Yeah.
Like I just think it's
It's not in like that obnoxious. It's not in an obnoxious way.
He's brain dead, but it's like he is. I don't know if it's he didn't get enough love, or I don't know if it's a Ron Augustus thing, or whatever it is, or the drugs. I don't know, but everything about he's literally like bouncing in front of you, wanting to talk about himself. Like, and he's not even listening to what you say. You know, he's just like he is just ready to go.
Is he doing the thing like, was it a package there? Like
Yeah,
kind of
right, yeah, exactly,
getting you to ask him about.
He kind of
Jungle out there. Comes like the Amazon out there.
kind of had one of those situations, right? He left and then he came back to use the bathroom.
What was he saying, Justin? That had you laughing though.
He's just back there. He's like, yeah, no, I'm already up for a promotion. I don't actually work for Amazon. I work for this other company.
I was here. I heard some. I heard a lot of
Bezos
that.
stepped down. So
Josh was fat. Josh was like, so he's like, how long's your work day? And Gus like, sometimes it's 10, 12 hours.
oh,
That's what Josh was like, wow.
Josh writes that in his notes.
Yeah,
That's good.
James is the rock solid second guy, which you need.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, not a lot. Doesn't say a lot, but we were talking
Says what he
Star
needs
Market
to.
before.
Yeah.
He's a little more lively about gossiping with the Star Market employees who I know when I go there in the morning.
Ooh.
Yeah, plenty to say about that, but
Wish we got that on there.
yeah, maybe they should do a Star Market show. I'd love that.
James had some. I mean, I liked how he brought in the pre-show that Greg was the son of two teachers. He did some research.
did.
Yeah, leading into it. So
He did even had a couple of jokes that would suggest that James, in fact, listens to this program where maybe his partner does not. But again,
It's possible.
doesn't matter. We don't need that.
right.
It doesn't matter if you're doing the debate or not. What else?
You went viral again yesterday. It seems to be you're taking over the sports world with all your sources.
I've become bigger. I mean, now Schefter has to answer to my stuff.
Right.
Like I'm bigger than Adam Schefter now. Obviously, I'll give this guy. I met him one time. He was picking his nose a lot. Adrian Wojnarowski. He knew. He saw something rising. He tapped out.
That's why he stepped down.
Yeah, he tapped out. What's the new guy? Shams, is that his name?
Shams,
Yeah,
yep.
I call him Sham. That's what he is. He's a fucking sham as a reporter. So he's out. Jeff Passan, who's a cunt, is out. It starts and stops right here. Jeff Passan has been, I get this right, a whore who's been sucking dick for 20, what was the Montante quote?
Oh.
She is an unlikable whore who literally sucked her way to the top, and what?
The fact check. I don't.
Fact check true. Fact check true.
Let me.
Yeah, she was sucking
don't
dick
waste
way
your
back
time.
when to get to where she is now. It's a little thing called the domino butterfly effect, I believe. The butterfly effect.
I don't think
I like the domino effect better.
I don't think it's either of those.
It is not. The butterfly effect is a little closer, at least. Like if things happen and other things, I'll give him that. Like
Sure.
sort of.
Well, technically, it's both of those, I guess. If she did suck a dick,
True.
the domino effect or the butterfly effect led to her getting.
I think he's literally.
I don't think that's
thinking
what he's
of, like-
looking for.
I think he's. If you said what's a I think you would think it's like the pizza place though. Like some sort of like delivery. That's that. You know that urban legend about the people who prank call or bring pizzas over there. Delivery driver dies. I think that's like something Montante may even have in his mind.
That's what he thinks Pizzagate is.
I think yes, I think so. Either way, domino or butterfly, I am now the biggest sports journalist in America. There's just no getting around that.
I mean, when the
Murders.
media has to go to Adam Schefter themselves to
top
ask
media guys, homosexuals, some allege, right? Not me.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Promiscuous.
Well, he likes getting in the ass, right? Wasn't that what the call was?
We don't know. That did not specify from.
You
who
guys
or
are
what.
weird that Christian Akin takes it in the ass.
Yeah. It could be a woman with a strap on. It could be
that's true.
trans. It could be a lot of things.
That's gay.
Could be fingers.
Oh, but still could be from a man though, or a fist.
Sure. It could be from any variety.
But you wouldn't consider a tongue. That's not taking in the ass.
I think it could be.
No. If you say something's
Taking it. No, you're right.
Yeah. If you
I
say
take
something,
it
you're
back.
taking it in the ass.
Yeah, you're getting jammed up there.
We're talking cocks here.
right.
definitely.
Or at least dildos.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, you think that's what he's doing?
penetration.
Have Ian Jones talked about this yet or no?
It's not him and Jones anymore.
Oh, right. Him and Andy Hart.
Andy Hart will get into it.
He's edgy. He's crazy.
Yeah. He's a zany guy.
Yeah. I remember he said one time he told somebody, I'm a PG Minahan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's not wrong, I guess. Oh, without the talent, I suppose. He's not a bad guy. But yeah, so, Schefter, yeah.
We got you, and thank God not a moment too soon, because as you know, lots of rumors swirling around here in New England. Let's go ahead and start with the main one coming from all different angles here. We've been hearing this whispers about it and some even reports that Gerard Mayo may be more on the hot seat than we thought he was. Are you hearing anything about this? Does it seem as though maybe ownership is starting
That's coming from a guy who knows what the hot seat is like, Christian Arcade. You know what I mean? Schefter should be like, do you take in the ass?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sour a little bit on Gerard Mayo.
Now, hold on. Like, I know Arcane and Andy Hart don't, but they know that it's bullshit, right?
That's what I was
What
wondering.
I don't get. I mean, this thing was all. I have people texting me, people within the Patriots organization swear on the life of my children, texting me about this yesterday. Listen to the show?
In what context? Like,
read to you right now.
Hey, just so you know.
Are they asking you if it's true?
I'll give you two. I'll read you two.
Are we firing Gerard Mayo?
Good afternoon. I was just asked if I told you about the Mayo story. So that was one, and the other one was simply.
I was asked if I. So that leads.
Do you really think Mayo is out? Those are two people within the Patriots organization.
Well, you never. I mean, I don't believe you put your opinion into the situation. You were reporting your sources.
Two sources tell me that. Yeah.
So here's my assumption on it. Tell me how far off you think I am. Mm-hmm. Christian Arcand and Andy Hart see this on Twitter. They know it's you, but they know it's a fun topic to talk about. They might. Them asking Schefter that might go viral, whatever. They know it's. So they can't say your name.
That is really like irresponsible. I mean, that's
they can't say your name, but they're like, oh, it's fun to talk about.
That's the other thing is they can't.
That's the only thing
they can't say. Schefter knows me. Like they all know me. It's weird.
Well, I think if they say, hey, Kirk Minahan said this, Schefter might be like, yeah, he's fucking with you guys, you know? So they can't put that, they can't attach that to it or something.
I guess.
But there's also so many negative reports out there right now about Mayo.
But that was also part of that's why I'm doing it again, is I'm saying, like, it shows that these guys, that's my point, is there's so many radio shows, like, well, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but you're right. Like Mike was saying, like, this is a good topic.
Right.
We got nothing today. Let's do this for 4 hours.
Like the Brady Belichick thing. It's just like fun to talk about, even though.
Which I'm working,
could happen.
By about next week, I might have something new on this entire situation.
How often can you pull this off? Like if you do one today?
I think no. Once a week.
Too soon.
Yeah,
once a week.
It's becoming. Yeah, I want it sponsored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some sort of bullshit.
Well, now you have a great relationship with Barstool Sales.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah.
A stranger reaching out now to try and make deals with us now a week later. I'm sorry, Adam Schefter. Who seems like a nice guy.
Well, I saw on social media, for whatever that's worth in this day and age, yesterday I read that Matthew Stafford was being traded to the Vikings, which was news to me, and today I heard that sources have informed people that within the next 48 hours, Gerard Mayo will be removed as a head coach. Now, look, they haven't played well, they're not winning. I don't know how the Kraft family feels about Gerard Mayo now, but I can tell you that Gerard Mayo is not being released in the next 48 hours. That's not happening. He's coaching Sunday's game.
He has the sources I have mine.
Hey, he's kind of waving his dick in your face.
I mean, again, he's a solid reporter. He's had a nice career. His time has passed. I wish him well. His sources are outdated, I would say. Yeah. Trying to see what he said. Did I say 48 hours?
You did.
You did.
Yep. I'm trying to find the exact quote. Within the next 48 hours, yeah.
We're at about 24.
We're within 48 hours right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. By the way, I could easily fire him and just say, hey, you can coach the team for free. He might say yes. Just so you know when you're watching the game Sunday. He may already be fired. Just be coaching.
Very true.
No, that's an interesting deal.
Yeah, I'm just telling you. Maybe he likes to travel. Maybe he likes the experience.
I just like getting out of the house, you know?
You got to be a loser to go to that Patriots-Jets game Sunday. Holy moly.
I won't be there.
What? Why not?
I won't be there. I got a jam this weekend.
Jam?
What?
Monster Jam. Bridgeport.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Show stuff on back burner this weekend. When's the Friday and Saturday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow. Where are you staying? You staying in Bridgeport?
Yeah.
With Anth?
Yeah. The whole crew.
Another sleepover.
So you're staying in a room with Anth?
I don't know.
Does it give you guys rooms? Like your own rooms?
Yeah. But like normally you share it with someone.
That's not your own room, Justin. You're not sharing it with somebody. I'm aware you'll be in a room. But
he makes it his own.
There's 2 beds.
Well, I know.
Not sharing a bed.
Okay. If you when you and Mike went to Delaware, did you stay in the same room?
Delaware.
Delaware?
No, right? No. Okay. Have you been? Have you stayed in the same room?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If I said to you, Mike, hey, do you have your own room and Justin's staying with you? What would you say?
I would say no.
How about in Delaware? Do you have
Say
your own
God,
room?
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably like one of these like awful, like these carnage. There's like probably 14 people in a room for Justin's thing.
Oh, like a hostel?
Yeah, no question.
I've told him before that he should put more people in a room.
Why?
That's always his thing.
He's big into that.
Why?
Yeah, he just likes
I know you
staying
save
with
money, but like you can also just be a human. Like how much is the hotel? $150?
Bridgeport this weekend?
Yeah.
Depends.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying you could probably get a decent. It's in Bridgeport, right?
Yes, that's where the Monster Jam is.
Let me see. You want to stay in a lousy hotel, right? One of your worst bits of all.
I like Days Inn. I think they get
Fine
the job
offer.
done.
There you go. Trumbull Marriott, which is not far away, $130. Does that seem? Do you want 4 people in that room?
So my thought is $130. Let's call it with fees and everything, $160.
Okay.
So it's $80 a person a night.
Right.
You throw 2 other people in there.
Well, Justin,
Now
you
it's
throw
40.
20 people in there, it's $8 a person. So I mean, like
That's pretty good.
I mean, at some point, it gets unreasonable.
Yeah.
130. Anthony's a cheapskate.
No, he.
Anth does the opposite of what Justin wants.
Who? It comes out of his end?
Yes.
Okay, and he's willing to give you your own room.
No.
Well, he is a cheapskate, Mike.
No.
You're bunking up.
Yeah.
Who do you stay with?
Sometimes I stay with Jeff. That he was my roommate for a while. Whenever we go to these things,
Roommate.
Roommate.
I do sometimes stay with Anth.
Stay with him for one night.
Jared.
Okay.
Carabas?
No, no.
What's Jeff's story?
Jeff's he works on like the back end of political campaigns or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on a
Nice
good
guy.
site.
Sells ices on the weekends.
That Marriott's $230 for me over here. So
Really?
yeah, good for you. Maybe you're using your rewards program or something.
I'm a Bonvoy. I'm a Titanium Elite Bonvoy member. So,
Yeah.
thanks to the case. But I'm just saying, whatever makes you feel better, Justin. You want to stay with 10 people, stay with 10 people.
Well, I don't. I only stay with one person, but I don't know who I'm going to be staying with.
Who in that room?
Ooh, how exciting.
Who controls the AC in that room?
That's me and Jeff kind of. Jeff likes it hot. I like it cold.
So what do you settle on?
I normally just crank it, and then eventually he's like, "Can I turn off the AC?" And I'll be like, "Sure."
Oh, God, sounds like a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Jesus, Jeff. What's for political campaigns? He also sells snow cones on the weekends?
Yeah.
Remember the job with that, too, is it doesn't matter if you sell 10 million or 2, you all get paid the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird setup.
I was trying to think of what that was when
Yeah,
he said
communist
Anth
setup,
is
yes.
a generous guy.
He's a commie.
Yeah.
He's no commie.
I don't know. That sounds like okay. That's Friday and Saturday.
And Sunday.
Monster Jam. And Sunday.
Yeah.
3 shows? Probably more, right?
I think there's 5 this weekend.
So 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday?
Yeah.
So you
Late in
missed
the year to pull that off, right?
That is.
For monster trucks?
Well, no, it's indoors.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Oh, is it the Harbor Yard one there?
Yeah, it's where the
Right off the highway.
Islanders play.
Hmm?
I think the Islanders play there.
Bridgeport Islanders?
Yes, not the
HLT.
New York Islanders. Or
No,
the,
no.
It'd be quite a trek.
I saw Bruce Springsteen there during his acoustic tour. He played like smaller arenas. It was great, great show.
Oh.
Yes. What else?
Yeah, 2005?
Go ahead, Dave. Why are you saying that?
I think I went to the acoustic. That's the year I went to his acoustic show. And I was
You went
very
to Devil's
upsetting.
Dust show at
Not in
Bridgeport?
No, it was at the DCU Center.
I was at that show.
Yeah, it was disappointing for
Great show.
It was disappointing for 6 college kids who.
Do you think he was gonna rock out that night?
Thought the E Street Band would be there.
They were not there.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
And you
Colin
couldn't.
I
You
were
couldn't.
there in the same
You
building.
guys could have crossed paths.
You probably did.
And when you couldn't go out and get a drink.
Once you get there, you're sitting down.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yep.
Yeah, it was remarkable though.
It's an acoustic show.
Yeah.
It was, promoted as such.
Right. We were not prepared for that.
Well, okay. Well, shame on you.
At that point, was he still opening for himself? Like no one would open for him?
What do you mean?
Well, he doesn't have openers now.
He opens for himself?
No, Kevin Meaney, the comedian, opened for him. He did an hour of impressions.
That'd be a good show. I'd like that. I don't care.
We are the world. Mike and I got that one. And why are you laughing, fans? Go subscribe. Jeff D. Lowe and I are
That's right.
on there right now with our Saturday night recap.
Yes, people loving it. An element of insight that you don't usually get on White.
That's true.
Yeah.
Boy, nobody went to see that movie.
Just the 3 of us.
Yeah, I think so. That had no...
And Jeff's friends.
That's like a classic, like, way more conversation on Twitter than in reality.
Yeah.
Like a movie like like Venom 3 this weekend will make like 75 million, but there's not as much discourse on Twitter because everyone's like, "God, the movie's gonna stink." Saturday Night was talked about a ton. Came out, nobody saw it.
No, I looked up a bunch of reviews, and it was all like very positive stuff. So I thought, like,
gave an 81 himself.
Maybe people are going to see it.
Yeah, but nothing.
No.
Huh. But yes, he even then, Justin, he was on first. Yeah,
That's awesome. I like that.
But he's not opening from. He doesn't come out
he
as
does.
like
Somebody
he
else.
does.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you don't know me, but
Hey, I'm Ted Lewinigans. How you doing? I could play one of Bruce's songs.
got a mustache on.
I could have sworn maybe it was at the Xfinity Center in like 2014 or 2015. He would do 2 sets. He would go on.
Oh, he takes an encore.
No, I thought it was like an entirely another set.
What are you talking about?
Like he did an intermission
Yes,
Where?
because he
You
didn't have
saying?
an opener.
at the Xfinity Center.
That's in Worcester?
No, that's in
Oh,
Mansfield.
he didn't play there in 2014 or 15.
Maybe I'm thinking of.
You're definitely not thinking of Bruce Springsteen.
Iron Maiden.
Between the two of us, I feel like I'm confident that I know is.
I don't know. Just might be on something.
Who are you thinking of?
What's that other younger, but now he's kind of in. Not Tom Petty.
He's dead. He's not younger either. Eddie Vedder?
No, Dave Matthews Band.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Dave
that.
Matthews opens for himself.
Matthew David?
Yeah, I don't-
Is he flipping around?
I don't think Dave Matthews has openers that often. I don't know.
Do a lot of people still?
Not really that much. I think like the big stadium tours they do, they make it a whole like festival type of thing.
Yeah,
But-
when Ryan and I went to see the Eagles last September. Steely Dan opened, and it's the same as always. Everyone's like, we're not here to see these people. Like, They could be great, but like you're not there. Comedy's different.
I was gonna say I get why you do it in comedy.
Totally different.
Ease people in, but do you need it
Sure.
in music?
I think it's more just to make sure everyone's there.
While people are taking their seats.
Yeah, getting their food, getting their drinks. It's like
they should do it though.
Who?
That like artists should do that to build up the next artist. Like it should be an opportunity.
Think Steely Dan?
Would Taylor Swift be as big if Kenny Chesney didn't give her first shot?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm just saying, but who knows?
I bet you think because I've been to these shows and nobody's paying attention.
Sure, but it's a big spot. Like then that artist can talk about how they were the opener for Bruce Springsteen for a certain amount of dates. That helps them out.
I guess.
Yeah.
But you're also not seeing like new artists.
No, and nobody. If you're at a Bruce show at this point, nobody wants to see somebody open for him. They're gonna get the fuck out of here. You know, that kind of thing.
What if it was Bruce?
That's different.
Opening.
Once in a while, Justin, Bruce will do a little sneak in, like they'll let the fans like in the arena, let the stadium, let the fans like the first fans at the gate, like the ones who get out in front there, have to wait all day in the pit. Once in a while, he'll roll out like 3:30 and play a couple of acoustic songs, which is pretty cool.
Be great if he did it as a totally different character.
Hello,
Hello.
good afternoon. What else?
All-time cunty move, by the way, by Bruce's friend Zach Bryan yesterday. Did you see that? He released like a new, what felt like a breakup song.
Diss track?
Oh man.
Not a diss track.
Diss track.
I'm all for that.
Chicken fried.
Just a cunty move. Like
Chicken fried.
Did you see that? Did you see that Sporty R. McKenzie Twitter account went super viral? He had like 3 million views on something. Look,
What for?
I did see a tweet.
let me see. I'll find it. It came up on my account like randomly, not even like following him, which I do. He's a great account. I'll find it. 2 million views. He tweets, "My wife explained to me that Zach Bryan, and Luke Bryan are 3 completely different people who happen to work in the same industry. And the one that dated a girl named Chicken Fry has something to do with a song named Chicken Fried, and now I think I have a brain bleed."
Oh, I didn't realize it was already a song.
Just a random tweet.
Yeah, it's very funny. Great account. So I didn't know that he
Yeah, it's just I'm just pointing. It's a cunty move. Like she's out there sitting on the ground crying, and then he releases that after basically admitting he cheated on her. Pretty much. That's just a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like he might just be an elite asshole.
I think he is.
Yeah,
I don't
and that
have
whole
question.
cop. Remember, wasn't he a fucking asshole to the police?
Yes, I think he's a guy out of control. It's not a good Bruce look either. Get away from this guy.
Right.
You don't need this fucking guy in your life. Like, leave him alone. I don't know. Be curious if Dave swings at it today, unnamed.
Yeah.
He loves chicken fries, so I don't know.
Well, the only other thing Barstool is like Tate. So it's Chicken Fry and Tate
True.
this week, I think, is the
She
show.
off the floor yet?
I think she's off the
She's
floor.
off the floor.
I haven't seen her, though.
No.
We haven't seen her.
Okay. Well, I hope she's off the bathroom floor. What else?
I'm very confident that this is fake radio. But I'm wondering if you think this is like, because it's fake radio, is it also moderately, racist isn't the word, but like inappropriate to choose for fake radio? So this is
Quit the build-up.
Yeah, this is one of those fake.
I don't even know what the hell
This is
you're
one of those
talking
fake calls from Carson and Kennedy
Oh, they're still going
in
on.
Boston.
Huh?
I was listening to. This was 6:15.
Is it one of them dead, or is that which one's that? I get the confused.
Carlson died from
That's Carlson
That's
and
Rich's
McKenzie.
show.
Oh,
Yes.
Carlson and McKenzie.
Yeah.
That is confusing.
Carson
That's the guy who was a dick to me.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Kind of
came
thought
out
that,
and
yeah.
confronted
Took it
you.
very seriously.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is a call on Carson and Kennedy this morning at 6:15. So I'm confident they're not getting calls at 6:15.
I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I'm wondering, like,
calls it any 15.
choosing this as your content for the fake radio. I just don't
It's
know.
amazing watching the professor work right here. I'm like testing out if
It's
something.
the community. I'm thinking of the
something's
community. Were they
cancel-worthy
as
or not?
Also,
Right.
completely leading us how to think about this.
No, what gave you that?
Just try to sell it. Try to sell it.
Go ahead.
And Teresa, I don't know if anybody's going to top this job. This one sounds illegal.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell everybody what you did.
We're not here to judge.
I did a lot of things
So
that were
when I was younger, I was only 16 years old. I got a job at a flower farm, and it had fruit trees as well. And my job was to stand by the cash register and look out for immigration so that I could inform the workers in the field so they could run and hide in a hole in the middle of the fields, and they would cover it up with a tarp with like leaves or fruit or whatever was in season so that immigration couldn't find them.
So she is protecting these individuals from ICE, right?
We understand, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying yes, that's fake, because clearly that never happened.
That seems not likely to me.
But Carson and Kennedy contracted with a radio company.
I will say this though: that's one of the best radio
It
actors
does
I've
not
ever
sound
heard.
like a
She's
rehearsed.
She's good. I'll give her
Yeah.
that. She's good. It has an authentic.
Well, they do
feel
it
to
live though. They record them live.
Yeah, so they recorded that yesterday or something. Right?
Yeah, together. So it's not like an
Yeah.
audio
Right.
bit that. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your?
So my issue is it's not
This
that
was
they-
protecting immigrants.
it's not that they take calls.
I think she's a hero. No.
Some would say.
Well,
Other-
call them
others
now.
not
Are
so
they?
much.
Are they? Oh, they're done, right?
Yeah, I bought what?
Carson and Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we could get the answer.
Like if you're gonna do fake calls, the whole bit was about odd jobs, by the way. So what job did you have?
I love
right?
that, yeah.
You know, Channing Tatum was a stripper before he became a celebrity,
Right.
and so
It's topical.
I'm sure you could find
absolutely.
You could hire another caller that could do some kind of goofy odd job. You don't have to target illegal illegal immigrants, and all that shit. Now, isn't that weird?
There's a reach.
That's
This-
your issue
Dave,
with
this is
this?
beneath you, Dave.
I'm not
Dave,
trying to cancel them
Dave,
over it.
This is beneath even you.
Isn't that fucking weird?
But they're all weird. It's a weird show. They're weird people.
I don't know. Like you picked the one bit on the rundown
You
that
expected
said
more,
like
didn't
the
you, Mike?
illegals would
Mike,
be.
did you expect more?
I don't know what I expected, but not that.
I mean, I guess
That's
I get
weird.
Well, it's weird.
There's a million fucking odd jobs you could choose. You chose protecting, like hiding illegal
I
immigrants.
get your point, Dave. What I'm saying is,
It got you talking.
yeah. What I think is weird is at like 11:30 yesterday they just taped that. I always find that strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, up, Teresa, you're Teresa. Okay, you're on the line. Yep. Okay, yep, you get your story. Good. Okay.
Well, thank
Here's
God they don't have to wait for you, me, and Moroso to get out of that studio.
Oh, was she a fucking bitch, that lady? Jesus. Cunt on wheels.
I've heard some war stories about her.
Maybe the worst person I've ever seen in radio. Just like
Really?
pure asshole. I had very limited, but she was just a cunt.
I had some people very, very close to her that would confirm that, like extremely close.
Yeah.
Well, it is like you still. Did you work at the station at the time this happened?
Of course I did.
At radio.com. I'm trying to think of when she told me. Because I
Oh,
still
I
worked.
thought you meant when I
when I
was doing
started
that.
here, I still worked at Entercom. So I was trying to think of when she told me. But just the idea, like to say to like the lowest level employee, like, that guy's a real douchebag. Like, obviously, I could just say to whoever I want, like, hey, you know she's saying this?
And I could be an asshole around in that building. No question. I was nothing but nice to them. Because I was like, I knew I was working in their studio. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just doing this right now. And the show's like 20 minutes long. So, yeah.
It's funny the idea that like I technically got fired because she told me that.
That's true.
I'm a victim.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah.
It's funny that I also got fired from a situation because you were using her studio when Alan Dershowitz fucked me over.
That studio's poison to all of us.
That's not the same way. It's
It's similar.
You fucked up.
It's similar.
I mean,
No,
Exactly
I didn't fuck up.
We're all
Definitely-
victims.
Nope, did not fuck up. Nope.
Well, I guess we all got fired. Well, I didn't get fired. But yeah, there you go. What else? What's up, Justin?
They're still doing Can't Beat Kennedy? They've been doing that.
Well, has anyone beat her yet,
I mean,
Justin?
why would you stop doing that?
I believe that's the highest rated morning show in Boston right now.
What?
I could be
How
wrong.
much is 24?
There was just some news about.
I mean,
Carson
overall,
Kennedy.
you're saying
Maybe. Oh, overall, yeah, I guess.
how much is 24 in that weekly? The hell are you going to beat that? With the
Right.
40?
That's 24 men.
25.
Justin, I'm aware of how radio ratings. That's what I'm saying to him. Overall, I'm
Yeah,
saying
I guess
they-
it was probably. Overall.
They could be first with women.
Yeah, they have been around a long time.
I thought
Can't beat her.
I thought AMP, it's not AMP anymore. Big 103
Yeah.
was their best station.
It is their best station.
I know, but I'm saying I thought ratings wise, I assumed. But
I just don't look at other ratings because all we ever cared about was men 25, 54.
Sure.
But like Maddie always did great, so someone's going to be doing. Is that doing well?
No, not as well for sure. Definitely
No?
not. I haven't seen them, but
Is it what's her
it
face?
is brutal to listen to.
The one who hates Maddie. What's her name?
Lisa.
And Billy's still doing it too.
Billy's doing it, but the producers run that show.
I get Billy
Like one of
Costa
the hosts.
commercials on my Spotify now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I always liked Billy whenever I saw him. He was an okay guy.
Yeah, WWBX is the number one. In
Overall.
September of 24, it did 9.6.
Oh, okay.
What did
yeah, never mind.
What did 98.5 do overall?
8.6.
I was going to say, Jesus. How did Greg do?
3.7.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. We were number one a couple of times just overall, which was nuts because no women were listening to us, I don't think.
This isn't time slot, too. This is just overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have some, like, Patriots season or something. I don't know.
I guess, but nah, not really. They love this shit. They love going in and listening to fucking songs and shit like that. Can't be Kennedy. Yeah. What else?
I mean, it's not cancelable, but that's weird. You got to admit that's
What
fucking
else?
weird.
What
Okay.
else? What else?
Also, speaking of that Nicole Kidman story, she's not literally like she's just saying metaphorical orgasms, right?
I don't know.
You didn't see that? She had to stop filming on one of her movies because she was having so many orgasms. She just means like the movie was very sexual, so she had to say. But that's the headline. She had orgasms.
You just kept coming?
It was everywhere.
Didn't you just say that she said she was having orgasms?
She said the headline was Nicole Kidman had to stop filming on the set of whatever because she was
Baby
having
girl.
so many orgasms.
Good for her.
But metaphorical orgasms, right? Like it's hot and heavy.
do you
She's
mean?
she's getting all excited, but she's not literally getting off.
I think she's squirting around.
Not most women don't squirt when they have orgasms.
Sure.
However, I'm just saying that the headline has been that she had orgasms.
I've never heard it phrased metaphorically before.
There's
What
no
do you
way.
think the difference is?
I've never heard, like, when Justin was eating his cake, was he like, I'm orgasming
I think
right
Antonio
now?
Banderas was faking going down on her, and she's getting a little hot, so she's like, all right, I got to take a step back because we're doing this way too
Well,
much.
let me read the quote.
Yeah.
I was so turned on shooting my film Baby Girl, I had to take a break. So
Justin
I
loves
didn't have any
stealing,
more
loves reading these things. You ever notice that? He jumps right in.
Oh, he steals them from
He
you?
loves it. Go ahead.
That's good, though. You got to have the producer who was always jumping on the internet.
I suppose. Go ahead.
Internet.
The internet, yeah. Go ahead.
That is good in modern times,
It
Dave.
is.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was so turned on shooting my film Baby Girl, I had to take a break so I didn't have any more orgasms.
Any more orgasms?
Yeah, so she's orgasming.
What do you
She
think?
can't
What do
be
you
orgasming.
think you're proving here?
I'm just saying, Antonio Banderas is not making her orgasm. There's like no way.
She's saying that he did.
You're doing a lot of leading us into your takes
They
on
can't.
things.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't
She's
mean to.
turned on. Women have different reactions. Like men come.
Yeah.
So you're saying she's having the female version of an erection,
Like
without
when he,
coming. You're
when
saying.
he goes down
Right?
on
Or
her
no?
in the movie. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. I do. But
I don't know what you
have
think
a
you're
caller. What do you want me to say?
What are you proving by saying more orgasms? That proves the opposite of
Is
what
there a
you're saying.
woman we could call who would have the answer to this? Do we know?
Julie?
I mean, she's with Montante. They won.
She's
last
always
night.
coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Who can we talk to? Stacey doesn't feel like the right person for this, if I'm being totally honest.
No.
Mercedes?
You might be onto something. there.
Mercedes would definitely.
Metaphorical. I think we're getting a tough world with her, though. This is a woman who rides with a dildo on her bicycle.
Yeah. It
I
might
don't
be
know.
too extreme. Stacey and Mercedes might be too extreme in the opposite.
Well, there's a woman watching right now who wants to call in, open the phone lines,
Okay.
and we'll see if we can. This is after Colleen's famous thing that only 2% of women masturbate or whatever it was, right?
I think the stats prove that out, I believe.
So what you're saying is Antonio Banderas, so you seem very, almost like you're working for him. You've mentioned him so many times.
No,
Going
that's
down
the
and-
example. He's the
I
lead
know, it's
actor
almost
in the
like
movie.
You're doing publicity for him.
No,
This feels
I'm not.
like,
I have no
I'm getting
relation.
flashbacks to Steve with, whatchamacallit.
Fagoa Payoa moment.
Yeah, exactly. So he's pretending to go down on her in the motion picture.
Yes.
And you're saying that she's saying she was so turned on that she had orgasms.
That she had orgasms.
What does my man Keithy Urban think of this?
There was an enormous amount of sharing and trust and then frustration. It's like, don't touch me. There were times when we were shooting where I was like, I don't want to orgasm anymore. Don't come near me. I hate doing this.
I mean, that's definitely for the movie.
Publicity-wise, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, of course, yeah. But, I mean, metaphorically.
I suppose.
I don't know.
Fine, metaphorically.
So what are you saying, Dave? One more time.
I'm saying that there
We're
is
getting
no
hijacked by calling stupidity today, just for the record. Okay.
It's a slow news day, huh?
I'm saying there's no way she's
We did 2 shows yesterday. Dave and Justin are feeling good. Justin's literally eating cake, and Dave is just like checked out.
It's a story. It is a major story.
It is
going
not
around.
a major story.
It was literally in above the fold on every website in the country yesterday.
There's no fold on the website.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like that's a journalistic term there.
So I go to baseballreference.com. It's every website in the country?
Yeah. Every single major publication. It was
the
there.
New York Times was above the fold. The Washington Post.
The New York Post, the Daily Mail, the ones that people read on the internet. The ones that people read.
Daily Dozen, Jeff Delo's trivia one, has all orgasm questions?
Maybe it's celebrity based.
Let me see this. Let me see if I can find this story. Breaking news, Doug Emhoff's ex speaks about the alleged assault at the Cannes Film Festival. This guy, man, Jesus.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, the number.
What?
I just told him to tweet the number if email wants to call.
Don't need to tweet it out.
Open it up.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever. However you want to do it. Taking actual calls tomorrow. I'm scrolling all the way down here on the New York Post one.
Why don't you just? How about Google? Like if you Google,
you
Nicole
told me
Kidman,
I'm way below the fold here, Dave.
I get it, but if you Google, first of all, it's
your guy Todd Crisley was fired from his prison chapel job after interaction with other inmates.
I think he's getting a little too close to the inmates personally.
What are you suggesting?
Nothing.
Let me see here. Liam Neeson's not doing action movies anymore.
Okay. Where is Nicole Kidman coming?
I don't see it. I'll just Google now. I'll Google Nicole Kidman.
Google.
He doesn't see her kids with Tom Cruise, which is weird to me. Nicole Kidman, who's also had a lot of work done.
She has.
I would say too much.
Well,
very pretty.
It's more of a statement of how we judge women.
I agree with you.
I enjoyed that show she was just on.
You said that.
Yeah.
Here it is. Nicole said she had to pause filming Baby Girl because she didn't want that orgasm more. I hate doing this. Nicole Kidman, third word in the story, Mike. Nicole Kidman joked she was so turned on while filming her new erotic drama Baby Girl that she had to temporarily hit the brakes on production.
She's backtracking.
Third word in the story.
Backtracking?
No.
Third word in the story, you fucking dummy.
No.
Backtracking after what? The grilling that
That
you've
was
given
the
her?
headline. That was the headline. Everything
you have
was
to read
orgasm.
the story, too.
She doesn't write the headline.
Then I'm blaming the media. I'm blaming the media. She wrote the headline. She had too many orgasms.
She wrote
they wrote the headline that she had too many orgasms. They did not infer joking whatsoever.
There's another one. Nicole Kidman had to pause.
Hold on 1 second. The Big Little Lies star took on the project to challenge herself, the process, the emotional part of the movie. In fact, Kidman, she said she would often say because of the emotional torment she was going through playing the character, don't come near me and I hate doing this. Not because she was having 60 fucking orgasms.
I read portions of that.
Fucking unbelievable.
There was no joking in the articles that I read, however. But that headline that headline is everywhere.
You're such a dumb fuck, you know that?
I don't care. That headline is everywhere and it's a lie. That's all.
What is?
She's joking.
The headline every major website that covered this
I'm doing the Nicole Kidman news search on Google.
It was the first one he read.
There's no other story.
No, he's in the art. I'm talking about the headlines. If he Googles it and clicks
It's the
news.
third word.
No, but that's in the headline. I'm saying the headline.
Yeah, but
what are you saying?
So you didn't read any of this?
You just read it. I read portions of it.
You didn't read any of it.
I read portions of it. I knew that she likes to challenge herself acting, so she took this role. Yes.
Here's another one. Nicole Kidman had to pause filming Baby Girl sex scenes because she was exhausted from faking orgasms.
Oh, that's a different.
I like that Dave's proof was just something you could say about any
What
actress.
website is that?
She likes to challenge herself.
I mean, it's just not even close.
If you were a female who has thoughts on call-in's takes on Nicole Kidman's orgasms, call in.
Well, I don't think we need it anymore.
No, we don't even need it now. No, it was a joke. You doesn't read the stories. You're a dummy.
I read the beginning of the story.
No, you did not. You didn't read one. It's the third.
I just
word
told you I
in the
knew
story.
she took the role.
You said the New York Post. It's the third word in the story.
I just told you she took the role because she likes to challenge herself as an actress.
You could say that about anybody.
I knew it was Baby Girl. I knew the movie was with Antonio Banderas. How would I know that?
She was tired and emotionally exhausted from having so many orgasms.
That's what the headlines told me.
No, that headline does not say that.
And then when I perused one of the articles I chose to read out of
New York
the
Post, which you
out of
mentioned, which is
many,
definitely the one you read.
There was a million of them I could have read. New York Post, Daily Mail, wherever. I'm just saying.
Saying what?
So I saw a million headlines about it, and then
I'll
read
give you
one of
it's
them.
a misleading headline.
That's
I'll say that.
Okay, that's it. I was wrong.
I still don't know what metaphorically orgasming would be.
What I think it's a male version of a female version of an erection.
That's a good yes.
Like you want to allow yourself to come. That's different though because the coming is a male orgasm.
Yeah. You can get an erection and not orgasm.
Female orgasm is a myth anyways, right, boys?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Jesus Christ, Dave. What else? Whatever. You fucking said it.
Well, you corrected it. You corrected the record. So that's journalism.
Yeah, but you're a guy.
We got it squared away.
But you're a guy who's always out there, you get your community, you're doing this, you're doing that. But this is shady journalism.
It was a fucking dumb story. What does that mean? That's not a real story.
You brought it up.
Well, I'm just saying. I brought it up because it was in my brain.
You were
I'm not doing investigative research on it. Yeah, I'm angry. Now I'm angry.
Now I'm
angry about the media. Now I'm angry at the media covering it because of those headlines. So,
go ahead.
Whatever. Let's see here.
Absolute idiot.
It was above the fold on every website.
Oh, by the way, did you see Vince McMahon, this whole Ring Boys thing again?
Yeah. They got sued.
Like,
Vince, Linda, and
that employee grooming the guys?
and Mel Phillips. I looked at this when we were looking at the Sunny thing.
Yep.
Pretty well known older story. So back in the old days in the WWE, they had a lot more like they call them house shows, which is not televised. Like go to the Garden and watch the guys wrestle or wherever.
Yeah.
You used to have a lot of them. These old wrestlers talk about they've been there about 330 days a year. Like they had 3 different touring shows at the same time. They call them an A city, a B city, and a C city. Say the A city is Boston, like Hulk Hogan would be in Boston. The B show would be in a B city, which would be like say Springfield, Mass.
Yeah.
The C city would be like I'm trying to think of like Framingham.
Chicopee?
Yeah, like that. They tour all over the country. And Mel Phillips would be was a ring announcer for them, but also worked behind the scenes. And he'd be driving around these towns. Let's say they were in wherever, Iowa City. If he saw some kids, this is in the 80s, hanging out, like 12, 13-year-old kids, he'd say, hey, I work for the WWF. Like, you guys want free tickets for the show tonight? You can help clean up. Just in return, you just got to clean up the ring after, help us out. You can meet Hulk Hogan, you can meet Jimmy Snuka, whatever. Yeah. Some kids would go, and then he'd go, and they'd bring him back to his hotel room and friggin' rape him.
Jesus Christ.
And they claim, and I mean, it's a well-known story, they claim that McMahon knew about it and paid them off. This one guy came forward. His name was Tom Cole. This was years ago. He was on like Donahue, Inside Edition. Challenged McMahon's. They claimed it wasn't true. So now the statute of limitations in Maryland has been lifted on cases like this, which I think is a good thing because when you're younger like that, you're afraid to come forward.
Right.
So now they're suing Vince, Linda, and
WWE.
With the company.
The whole big one.
Endeavor, right?
Yep.
Yeah, suing them. And I hope they get a shitload of money because it seems like it's a true story. It's
Yeah.
awful. I mean, when we did this, we looked into Sunny, this woman, Sunny, who had all these DUIs about killing somebody. I mean, we were looking at doing a bigger WWE story at the time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not doing it for the case. So all we got was Dave masturbating feverishly to Sunny's OnlyFans account.
No.
He was doing work.
Never masturbated. Just
Yeah, he was
perused.
worked.
Yeah, just perusing. As I said earlier, perusing.
Yep.
Metaphorically orgasming to the site.
Metaphorically.
I don't think I ever got an erection looking at the Sunny OnlyFans page.
That's sweet of you.
Yeah.
It's pretty graphic, as I recall.
Yeah, but it was not pleasant.
That's not still being run, is it, by our boy or no?
I checked like a few months ago, and I didn't see much on there.
Yeah.
So I think they stopped.
How was it like one of those ones where you could chat with her? It's actually him?
Yeah, you could definitely DM her.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Did you or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, it's too bad.
I think
But
the same thing was similar stories that fucking Abercrombie CEO.
Crazy.
Right? With, like the male models.
Crazy. These people are fucking nuts. I don't get it. I get it for Justin. It's a sickness, but these other people, it's just brings them over the studio. There'll be stories of Justin's banging these kids and eating cake on my desk or something. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Frozen porn.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Jesus. What else, Justin?
Did you see that a new accuser has come forward about Donald Trump?
I did, yes. A former model or something. Is that right?
Yes. She said.
The timing seems suspicious to me, but who knows? It could be true. I don't know. I also don't think it will affect the election. And those days are over. Like nobody believes anything anymore. Well, that's the thing. Even if it's true, even if it's false, it doesn't matter.
The people that believe it will not be voting for Donald Trump
Correct.
anyways.
Yeah, right. And the sad thing is, like, I don't know. Like, this woman could be telling the truth, but I'm conditioned now, being on social media, to kind of not believe her.
Well,
I'm like, the timing's suspicious. Where has this been for 30 years? Like, why is it now? It's just, my initial reaction is, this is campaign bullshit, It's been that way since the Kavanaugh thing. I just don't believe this stuff. Either side. Like, even the Emma. Like, I'm like, well, this seems weird. Why is this happening? We're now, 12 days before the election?
After his third election.
Right. So, I mean, again, doesn't mean it's not true. I'm just saying my instinct, I'm just telling my human instinct is to say, hey, boy, this does not seem like this is believable to me. And that's too bad because, it's if true, it's a horrible thing.
They also keep
coming to my side of the street.
They also keep teasing that a video is going to come out of him groping a child.
Yeah, and I mean, look, that could also be true. But then we're now in the world where I'm like, is this AI? Is this not? Like, I just don't believe anything anymore.
Is Tom Arnold still teasing that N-word video?
Oh, that's
he was
right.
doing that for 8 years.
Eventually he'll drop it. So I mean, it's just like, and I think now everyone's numb to it. So it's like I always say now, like Watergate would be a one-day story. The right would be like, this is bullshit. The left would say this is the worst thing of all time. Would just go away. Well, they would, impeach him, but he'd still be in office because it doesn't matter.
They were playing one of her clips before the show, and she's like, Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were very close. And I know that because I was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. And I was like, so you were close with him.
She also said, like, I went over there in, 1996. Something didn't add up date-wise where...
She said she went over to Jeffrey's apartment in 1993, but he didn't own it until 1996.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So, I mean,
he was renting.
Late winter, early spring of 93... I was on a walk with Jeffrey from his brownstone on the Upper East Side down Fifth Avenue when Jeffrey looked at me and said, let's go stop by and see Trump. And so we went to Trump Tower and went up the elevator, and moments later, Trump was greeting us.
It doesn't overshadow the fact that Colleen just pitched a story that he didn't read anything else but the headline.
And was like, do you believe this?
I mean, it just came in my brain. It wasn't.
He's getting very.
First of all,
you brought it up. You brought it up. You introduced it on the show.
He was outraged.
First of all, Justin, is it on the rundown? It's not. It was just in my brain. And I blurted it out.
Defense, Dave.
It was just kind of in my brain, and I blurted it out. It was a yesterday story. That's why I said
Nicole Kidman had to stop telling you.
I didn't.
You're so dumb.
Is it actually?
I meant to delete it.
He doesn't even read his rundown.
No, I just meant to delete it. I don't know.
Is there something to the idea that Dave? I don't care about this story. Is something to the idea that Dave doesn't care about this show and he only cares about the Nurse Kim stuff like that?
No, I bet that's how
critics say.
I bet that's how he is with Nurse Kim also.
Absolutely.
No way.
You don't think so?
No,
what are you talking about?
You don't think he brings up some half-cocked Karen Reed?
Yeah, but they love it. Nurse Kim loves that. That's like their thing.
Right. But I just think that's how he is.
What do you think, Justin? You work with him every day. Do you think he's as focused as he was 2 years ago?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's good to hear. Okay. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, what Justin said. Justin's
wasn't listening to him, but
you have to compile a lot of things. I'll take headlines, I'll put them onto the rundown.
Hey, you're doing God's work. No one's denying.
No, I don't even care. Like that doesn't matter. I'm just saying that you see stories like this all the time. We read a ton of different shit, and I put it on there. And
you don't know. You don't. You read the headline.
Yeah, but I saw it everywhere. Like when I'm going on Twitter, I see it everywhere.
Dave, this is not a great defense.
He read many headlines.
Yeah, it's like it just pops.
If you read enough headlines, as long as it's a really long story.
I would not
50,000 headlines. That's like almost a book.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It is what it is.
Nobody's disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is, you pitch a story out here like
I wouldn't call that pitching.
You fucking guys believe that lying twat Nicole
I wouldn't
Kidman.
call that pitching.
You're furious.
I wouldn't call it pitching though. It entered my brain.
These are real orgasms.
Because I thought she was having real orgasms based on the headlines that the media fed me and the timeline fed me. Yeah. I brought it up randomly.
Story though, like you have no curiosity.
I have curiosity on other stories. I read the Vince McMahon story because I was interested.
You're a very curious headline reader.
Well, that's a definite. Also, that's a definite.
We were talking about Justin at Monster Trucks, and Dave's like, orgasms just popped into my head.
No, something else.
I couldn't control it.
I don't remember what it was, but something else must have come up.
What else? I don't care about that Trump thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're part of the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't know what this. It doesn't matter. These are all empty punches now.
I do think like if he sucks on Rogan, that can have some kind of impact.
I'm sure it's different. No.
If he sucks on Rogan,
because I think Rogan is so trusted by his audience specifically, and there's
no Trump. It's a lot of Trump supporters.
Trump could fall asleep on Rogan. No Trumper at this point, 12 days, 11 days, not going to vote for Donald Trump.
No, but it's a lot of libertarians that might not vote for Trump if he's terrible and embarrasses himself.
I can't weren't a lot of his listeners supporters of RFK Jr. I can't listen to that guy speak. Like that guy's been on the stump nonstop. I don't know how he got as far as he did.
His name's RFK Jr.
It's just
it's tough to listen to.
Yeah, it's tough scene.
He might actually like be president if he could talk normal.
Maybe. Oh, I mean, he
made an incredible run for a guy with that voice.
A lot of skeletons, though.
Sure.
A lot of skeletons. I will say also, people forget. 30 million people have already voted.
Right.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's like votes that have been counted. Like by the weekend's over, 50 million people have voted. You just forget that. Like everyone votes early now, which what's interesting to me is in Pennsylvania itself, the votes they've already counted and registered and looked at, Trump's up 10% from 2020.
Oh boy.
That means more Republicans are voting. Probably. It also could mean something else. That to me means more than anything else right now. Like, because Pennsylvania's the whole fucking thing. You see that they're there all the time. So yeah, we'll see. I'll listen to some of Trump on Rogan. I don't think I can listen to 2.5 hours of Trump on Rogan.
Will he do that? Because like at the end of,
I can't imagine.
Him and Theo only did like an hour, and he was like, "Let's wrap this up." Basically,
he's been doing like 20 minutes with people.
Yeah,
like that Undertaker one. I think was maybe a half hour.
It's too bad. It was over 3 hours of those guys just going back and forth. Giants.
It is though. My thing with Trump is like, if you're going to do those podcasts, you should do their version of the pod. Isn't that the only benefit of it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, Trump was good on this regular show that I listened to.
Sure. Yeah, but I also think we've got everything we need to know at this point. Like, what do you really need to hear from Trump? Trump's been running for office for 8 years. Like, Rogan has a very good podcast, but like, what are we going to learn about Donald Trump at this point? Like, what issue do we need to discuss at this point?
One of my good friends, Kevin Carroll, who worked in the Trump administration under John Kelly, told me about those comments that he made about him.
That stuff has impact.
That's different.
That was good personal. I wanted to know more about that.
Yep, it was good friends. Maybe he was at the party this weekend. Who knows? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think Poehler would have actually kept that quiet?
No. Well, I mean, probably not. Also, again, Hitler always plays a role, man. The guy has had a hell of a run. He always pops in.
He does. He's made an impact. Is there another historical figure anywhere close to him?
Jesus.
Well, he's not real, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's real. Yeah. Lincoln?
No.
He's no Hitler.
Like worldwide?
He's certainly not. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone.
Like you can't say Lincoln in
New
Zealand and people.
That's true.
Hitler's the guy. Number one.
Yeah, Hitler's the top. He's the Family Feud #1 answer.
Yeah.
I would say. So nobody names the name is wiped out from history. No Hitler's really.
Certainly. Or Adolf's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah. Even the mustache.
Yeah.
So okay. All right. What else?
It would have to be Jesus or Muhammad then.
Yeah, it's got to be Hitler.
Yeah, no one's saying this guy's the next Muhammad.
Hitler's very new, though, in terms of history. You don't know. It doesn't seem like him. He's very new.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't even 100 years.
It's a hell of a run, though.
Great run. Great run. No, yeah. Book him.
On it.
Thank you. What else?
Did you hear Rex Ryan doubling down on his interest in feet the other day?
Oh, he's still into this stuff?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, kind of
Him and Quentin Tarantino, they're very into feet.
Yeah. Is he coming?
Metaphorically.
My wife, I love my wife's feet. Like, I don't know what it is, but if a chick's got jacked up feet, I'm out. I don't care how gorgeous.
Yeah, I like that. Good for him.
Yeah, I got no beef with that.
Yeah, play along with it.
Yeah, have a good time with that shit, yeah.
Where is he still on ESPN?
I think so. I think I saw him a couple weeks ago flipping around. I was like, oh, that's right. These guys never... I saw his brother in some booth the other day as like an assistant defensive coordinator. You remember the one with the long hair?
The long hair, right.
Like, these guys never go away. I'm like, they could be 130 for all I know.
He was with the Giants for a while, right?
I think so. I was with the Ravens, but yeah.
I thought of that the other day because I realized like Boomer Esiason has essentially been on that pregame show, at least my entire life that I can remember.
But now he's not.
He's not on that?
No. It's funny you mentioned that. They got rid of him and Phil Simms this year.
Oh shit!
Yes, because they
I
brought
haven't watched any.
They brought an exciting young blood, Matt Ryan. And
that's what made me think of it. Is they're like, let's go to Matt Ryan with an update.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than those guys when they have to do the go back there and whatever. 15 years ago they'd be like, let's go to Jimmie, and you'd be like, yeah, Matt Hasselbeck hits him with a touchdown, 10-7 back. I'm like, why are they doing this? What's the purpose of any of this? Pre-game shows like Jimmy Johnson flies back and forth from Florida to California and back in like a day to still do these. Strahan does the fucking Good Morning America.
Yeah,
they must make so much money doing
I know, but it must be. But like, it's just dreadful.
Jimmy Johnson in 2020. Would you like to guess how much he made?
$6 million.
17.8.
Not from Fox.
No,
there's no chance they're paying him that much to do. Is that the race car driver?
Oh yeah, that's
I figured it probably was. I have two fucking retards back
I was so
there.
close to getting you to be able to correct them.
I'm so sick of having fucking dummies back there.
So close.
Jesus Christ.
I looked over, I saw the IE, I was like, fuck.
He makes $4 million per year.
You can't criticize him, Dave.
I'm not criticizing
You
him.
I wanted the dumbest fucks I've ever had.
I wanted to save him.
Ever. Peak stupid today.
That's not new information.
Cake, Jimmy Johnson,
It's spelled different,
orgasms.
isn't it?
Cake, Jimmy Johnson, orgasms. Cake, Jimmy Johnson, orgasms. Cake, Jimmy Johnson, orgasms. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? I got one producer stuffing his face with cake and hoping he's sleeping. Everything goes right. He's sharing a room with 40 fucking losers in Bridgeport this weekend. And the other one doesn't want to read a fucking story.
I explained my reasoning.
I was ready to
explained
be
my
like-
reasoning on that story.
And we had this, first of all, we had to sit through, we're not even paying the awful fucking Carson and Kennedy story. He's getting a total pass now. He's
Totally
got buried by
awful.
the orgasm.
I think you're overlooking that. That's fine.
It's just,
I don't understand what he's overlooking.
That's a weird fucking, like, you're
you
taking
two
that
are
type
so
of issue.
fucking dumb. It's impossible today. Impossible. I apologize, but it's true.
Thank you.
I was ready to go. Boy, they're paying Brady $37 million. Jimmy Johnson. How much do they pay Howie Long if they're paying Jimmy Johnson?
Jesus. Justin's now typing HOW space WEE space LONG to find out.
Jimmy Johnson on Fox makes $4 million.
That's more. Like
That's a lot of money
Even that's outrageous, by the way.
to travel.
I mean, there's no, as I would say, there's no dollar value to that. Tom Brady, like, I think they're way overpaying, but you can explain to me, like, hey, clients are jock sniffers. If you're saying, hey, Tom Brady's coming in, Jimmy Johnson, 25 years later on Fox, is not bringing a penny to Fox. No advertiser's like, oh, wow, Jimmy Johnson's on the pregame show.
He's not speaking at the upfront.
No.
Yeah.
No. Jesus Christ. What else? Who even knows what's next? Now I'm invested in the show.
Let's stay on the serious track.
Yeah,
why don't we? Did you see this? The Penn State coach who has to address like the allegations of abuse and stuff like that. And how
his
he
name is Jerry
responds to it?
Sandusky. That's 13 years ago.
James Franklin. Every time he's asked about abuse, he has to like read a statement. Have you heard
because of the Sandusky stuff?
Like abuse allegations and all that stuff at the college.
Guys, how we doing?
This is obviously a serious and sensitive subject. I know Greg read that, but we haven't heard anything from you on this.
John, we released the university statement. All right, do I need to read the statement again?
If you would like.
What's the abuse? Is it the Sandusky thing?
No, it's newer players.
Newer, yeah. But he has to stop when they ask a question and just read a...
No, he
legally, yes?
Yeah, he has a whole statement.
He walks away and then someone else says.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Legally, he has to? Like, he can't answer the...
I mean, can
or
you...
to protect themselves, you mean?
Yeah, to protect Penn State, but...
Oh, here it is. More recognizable person... Most recognizable person associated with Penn State demands athletes be accountable, paid millions of taxpayer money. Oh, James Franklin refuses to comment on rape charges against one of his former players. Jesus. Well, I'm watching it right now.
They were metaphorical orgasms, though.
Twitter's weird, man. I'm on my For You feed right now. I had never heard of that, and it just showed up here.
What?
That's crazy.
That story.
That is
literally
weird.
just showed up my For You feed.
That's everything now.
Frightening.
Weird.
It's fucking
That quick,
frightening.
though?
That's
He didn't even
frightening.
say... You can't hear them.
Yeah.
The phone can't hear them.
Phone's disgusted with them. It's fucking disgusted with them. What else?
You got your Fernando Valenzuela.
Who?
Clemmer.
Oh, Clemmer.
Yeah, biography.
Fernando Valenzuela.
Valenzuela. Sorry.
It's unbelievable. What's going on with you guys?
Just all over the
What is
place.
going on, Justin?
Nothing.
He's
You're right
fine.
about that.
He didn't,
No one-
he
no one
didn't do
can-
anything.
Huh?
He's fine.
He thought Jimmy
I know,
Johnson.
but he read the name.
I looked
That
up.
was-
I typed in
he
Jimmy
read the
Johnson's
name.
salary, and the first thing that popped up was $17.8 million.
You ever think, let's pause and confirm it?
That's something we both.
I
need to work
thought,
on,
well,
think.
Brady makes like $40 million.
Okay.
Jimmy Johnson.
You
probably-
weren't thinking that quickly. You just saw it and said it. You weren't thinking that. Don't
It was
lie.
if it was like
Don't lie. You weren't thinking that. You saw the salary and you said it out loud. You didn't think.
It could've
Oh,
been-
Brady's. You didn't think that. Do you believe that, Mike?
I also said it a minute ago, so...
it could have been
Right,
any
yeah.
number between $1 million and $40 million, and I would have believed it.
So the Brady thing is just you just made it up right there.
If
No,
Jimmy
if it was
Johnson
more
was
than
making the
Brady.
same as Tom Brady, you would have believed that?
Yes,
If Jimmy Johnson was
That's
making $28 million, do you know who Jimmy Johnson is?
I do.
Who is he?
How about
He-
them Cowboys?
he drives real
no, that's
fast.
Jerry Jones. But I think, no, was that Jerry Jones? Or was
Jimmy
that
Johnson...
It was Jimmy Johnson as well.
Yeah.
He
How about
coached the
that?
Cowboys. Yeah.
Yes.
How many Super Bowls?
2.
You got it. Who coached the third one?
No clue.
Barry Switzer.
Oh, yes.
I know Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones had beef.
They did. Yeah, it didn't end well. Yeah. Big mistake. One of the biggest mistakes in the history of football. I think Jimmy.
Getting rid of Jimmy Johnson?
Yes, huge. Great football mind. So what were you saying here?
Valenzuela. Fernando Valenzuela.
I did not hear it.
Today's
Actually, I did in the show
Fernando
yesterday.
Valenzuela, who passed away late last night at the age of 63. Now, when it was announced that Valenzuela had passed away, a lot of people, including myself, immediately started going to 1981, talking about how he had the greatest.
I thought Clem was going to get into his rules here for
traveling there. So I revved it to 88. And
I thought Clem was going to get into his rules first of all. Like, I probably shouldn't be doing this because he died during the same day that I did my last one, but we're doing it anyway.
That'd be great.
Nobody's more focused on their bad rules than Clemmer.
Yeah, there are a lot of biography fans that don't listen to this show that probably are like, what are these rules he's referring to?
It's probably true. Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely true. Go ahead.
Season by a pitcher ever. One Cy Young.
Best season by a pitcher ever.
A lot of people, including myself, immediately started going to 1981, talking about how he had the greatest rookie season by a pitcher ever.
Oh, rookie season.
One Cy Young, Rookie of the Year. Dodgers won the World Series that year. In 1981, with Fernando Mania, Fernando Valenzuela was probably the most important figure in all of baseball. But if you didn't know any better, you might think, or you're younger, you might say, oh, what, do you have 1 or 2 good years and was out of baseball?
Oh, what?
Not the case with Valenzuela.
What are you, one of these young hot shots?
Go ahead.
Valenzuela. He's not Mark Fidrich. He's not Mark Pryor. Valenzuela played 17 years in Major League Baseball and had a stretch of excellence well past 1981. In fact, he finished in the top 5 in Cy Young Award voting 4 times. Second, 1986. Almost won. Mike Scott won, deserved to win. But though Mike Scott was scuffing the ball, but talk about that another day.
Another biography.
He's going to croak eventually, and then we'll get to it.
Jesus Christ. Wait a minute. What?
I want to go back to something he said when Harry found out that Fernando Valenzuela died. Did he go, was he just another Mark Fidrich?
Clemmer is younger than me, but
1,000 years old.
As old as I am, and I know I'm an old man. He's way older.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But though Mike Scott was scuffing the ball, but talk about that another day. But Valenzuela was fantastic.
If Mike Scott dies, I'm going to shit myself. Go ahead.
But Valenzuela was fantastic. He won 21 games in 1986, led the league that year, and really didn't have that downfall until 1988 with the Dodgers. The Dodgers won the World Series that year. Valenzuela was not on the postseason roster. He started developing shoulder injuries that season and only won 5 games for that team. And this is when he kind of started to fade out. Now, in 1990, he threw a no-hitter, and that was probably his last great Dodger moment. The Dodgers cut him. In 1992, he was out of baseball entirely. But he was such a smart pitcher, he was able to reinvent himself. He always had that screwball, but he didn't have the fastball he used to have. And instead had to rely more on other things like a curveball and other off-speed pitches. Ended up having a nice little career after his Dodgers run.
He did. Yeah, pitched well for the Padres. Yeah. Great life. Gone too soon, Fernando Valenzuela. It's amazing. He dies and Mike Scott lives. Got a scuffing a baseball.
He'll get his comeuppance, though.
Look, I'll make sure Mike Scott hasn't died, by the way. Still alive.
I was going to say we should get a retroactive biography when Clemmer wants to get something off his chest.
Do you think Clemmer is working like they do in like the Post or the like the Jimmy Carter one is already written? You think he's already got a bunch in the can?
That's very interesting.
There's a bunch of biographies just because he's on vacation, say, and I hate to say this, Clint Eastwood, God forbid, 94 years old though, dies. Well, does he already have one cooked there?
But he's only doing one a day.
That's the thing is he doesn't have to release it to me. He can wait till the evening.
What if he's sick? What if something's going? Is it good that
sick?
Why would you do the work?
I'm saying, what if Clemmer's down with the flu, horribly sick, and Clint Eastwood happens to die that day? Then you've already banked it. You can just put it out there.
I suppose
you should have 100 of those banked.
I think you honor Clint by doing a sick biography.
Then we get into an editorial question though, because now he is forced to use the one he had already recorded basically because he's not going to do another.
We'll talk to him quick about this. I'd be curious. He's a hell of a journalist.
Maybe he has to, if he ever does something like Survivor again.
Exactly. Good point.
If there's someone you think is going to die.
Why don't you win out if you do it again?
Well,
just
don't ruin the show for me.
Well,
but then he has to kind of predict deaths that might happen that week.
Did you see how old they are at the end? That's the other thing.
He says at the beginning.
Hey, if you consider doing, we're just talking about this. We just did your Fernando one. You consider like the New York Times or they have the Jimmy Carter ones, the Eastwood ones. Do you have any idea maybe you might bank them just in case?
No. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, like Michael,
because I say how old they were when they died.
Right.
I say like they died yesterday or whatever.
Well,
like,
you could say
no,
that.
you
Though.
can't.
Okay, you could say die. All right, so you're not going to do that.
No, I'm not going to like do one right for like Clint Eastwood or something.
Right.
No, I would not do that.
We just played some of your sound. Then you said Mike Scott famously scuffed the ball in '86. Then you said we'll get to that later.
Another
Are
day.
you predicting a Mike Scott death? Is that?
Hey, when that day comes, I'm not afraid to have that.
Okay. And when you say Fernando had the best rookie season ever, third and final for me, you mean at the time? Because Dwight Gooden's rookie season was better as a pitcher. Were you saying at when '81 happened? You said the best rookie season ever.
I think I might disagree with you. Ooh. I think it's the best rookie season by a pitcher ever.
Not a full season.
No, I know, but I'm saying like the whole enchilada, if you will, and then B, it was a strike shortened. It was a strike shortened season.
Why is that?
I'm not going to penalize him for that.
Yeah, but why is that good that it's a strike shortened season?
No, I'm saying his stats might not like equal up to Gooden, or it might like if you just look at it just on the bare numbers, like but if you factor in the fact that 50 games were missed.
How about the kid for the Pirates this year?
Was it Paul Skeens?
Yeah, no.
He missed like 6 weeks. He's in the minors because the Pirates are trying to control his.
Fernando probably pitched. He probably pitched as many innings as Fernando.
He did. I don't know actually. Well, I don't know because Fernando had 8 shutouts that year in '81, so I don't know if he did actually.
Okay. Oh my God. Legitimate.
Why are you laughing at that, Mike? What's so funny about that? I hear Mike giggling.
I liked his attitude,
like a schoolgirl back
well, I don't know about that, Kirk, but he had about 9 shutouts.
Look at this. Look at this fucking world we're in, Mike. Houston Chronicle.
Oh no!
Breaking news. Sad news.
No.
Mike Scott has passed away.
That's not true.
Oh my God! What a moment!
All right, goodbye.
That's too much.
Look at him laughing demonically at this news. His enemy, Mike Scott.
Mike Scott.
I should ask Justin how much Mike Scott made. He's going to tell me how much he made as a paper company.
I was
in Scranton, 1999.
Well, he moved to Colorado.
That's true. He's very happy now. They had these commercials with Krasinski and Carell now where they act like. Have you seen these? These high end. What is that? It's during Aaron Hernandez. They run the commercials for sometimes. Just I'll fast forward through them, and they're pretending they're Jim and Michael, but they're not. They're actually the actor, like the real people. It's very weird.
How do you mean?
See if you can find one of the commercials. Yep.
They're pretending
like he's dumb and Krasinski's smart.
Oh, but they're not saying I'm Michael Scott.
Yeah, clearly there's something.
Right.
Yeah, there's that thing where he walks in and then he'll look at the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh, I'm just I like whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, I mean, I guess. I'm like, boy, these guys need this money.
I hate that's like the Breaking Bad guys do that. Like it's all shows that are beloved. For some reason, they wind up doing that.
Even Meadow and AJ did it. Chase directed that car commercial during the Super Bowl a few years ago. Remember?
Yeah.
She was driving through New Jersey. Was playing.
At least they don't speak in it. They're not like, "Hey, no fucking ZD."
True. That's true. It's a weird, but it's. Is it one of them? What's it for?
Lavazza.
Start again. What is it?
Lavazza. It's a coffee.
I bet you Krasinski has some share in it, or they do, or something. Go ahead.
That's new. Join me, my friend. What are you doing?
We are living la vida loca.
Oh, do you mean la dolce vita? Is this your idea?
Enjoy the intense flavor of
it's like that,
Dolce Vita.
Okay.
How many times did Jim go in the room and whisper when Michael Scott was whispering? And then he said something stupid, like, "Don't you mean
right.
Dolce Vita?" That thing.
Yeah.
But clearly, there's some legal.
They're not saying they're those characters, but people can still go, "Hey, it's the guy."
So I believe in real life, Steve Carell is also retarded, like Michael Scott. He's been very successful somehow.
Yes.
What's that?
He just played the best retard.
Michael Scott?
He does, yeah. Brick in
Steve
Anchorman.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he plays a great dummy.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Town podcast, the one that the Ringer one, like the Hollywood. There were these two guys who were doing I forget what they were doing, predictions for next year or whatever. They were talking about Krasinski's name came up, and one of the guys I probably shouldn't say this. And the other guy's like, you can say it. Everyone knows. It's like everyone in town knows he's a giant asshole.
Really?
Yeah. The time I met him, he was great.
Wow.
But then I did some Google stuff, and it's like, yeah, I guess he's like a huge asshole.
Maybe things have changed now that he's a star.
Could be, maybe.
And people love his wife. Like, she's the nicest person, allegedly.
Yeah. She has real orgasms. on the sets. She doesn't fake them.
That's an artist right there.
Yeah. Well, you hate his brother, right?
I mean, I just reported news.
Sure. John Krasinski's brother?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milton's store for men. I was wearing my Miltons last night. Looking good in my Miltons. Moderating. Nice suit, which I got there. Buy one, get one free. Suit event goes on right now. Fall arrivals, Tom Bahama, Vineyard Vine, Johnny O, Peter Millar, Faraday hoods, Henleys, coats, jackets. Go to Milton's right now. Burlington, Social Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, and as I said, Burlington Mall. Shop online at miltons.com. Look around. Look good. There's no better place. I was feeling great in my suit last night. Milton's, the store for men and the sponsor of the Kirk Minahan Show. What else?
Did you see that? Sorry.
I just found
Justin. Go ahead.
I just found this website. It's called the 2024 Death List, and they rank the top 50 celebrities who they predicted were going to die in 2024.
Let me see if they even died yet or no.
5.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
And they also
we'll go back and forth here and see how we can see who misses first between Mike and I.
Okay.
So it's celebrity death list.
So it's like top, like, so number 1 is who they think is going to
most
die.
likely.
Who are the dead ones already?
The dead ones are Ethel Kennedy.
That's a good one.
Gilnis Johns.
Mm-hmm. It's a record producer.
Derek Draper.
Derek Draper.
Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart's a good one.
That was a good one. Smart.
And Franz Beckenbauer.
Okay.
Don't know who that is.
He's a footballer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there might be some names on here. I don't know.
And it also says how many years they've been on the
Whenever I hear
list.
Bob Newhart, I always think of Rickles.
Yeah.
Bob Newhart attends many, many homosexual parties. Just a funny statement. All right. Well, I mean, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood he's number 19. This is the first year he's been on the list.
Wow, he's 94.
Mel Brooks.
Great one.
He is number 11. He's been on the list for 5 years.
Very spry.
Seems to be, at least the last time we saw.
He's number 10 last year.
What number is he now?
Number 11.
Ooh,
he's moving down.
Jeez, he's feeling good. Good for him.
Good for Mel.
The top 2 people on the list have been on the list 9 times.
9 times?
9 times.
Wow.
But it feels like there's foreign celebrities on it. This feels like a weird celebrity list. Jimmy Carter has to be on there.
He's number 1.
Yeah, okay,
that was mine.
He's number 1. Last year's number 6. This is his 9th year on the list.
I don't think it's odd. I don't think I'm a celebrity. I suppose he is, but
what about Jackie Robinson's wife?
Rachel Robinson.
Rachel Robinson.
Still alive.
In her 90s. Younger than Eastwood, though.
She's not 100 yet?
No.
I think she's only 92.
She's not on the list.
She's not on the list?
She's not.
How old is she? Dave, look it up. I'll look it up. Let's see here. What is the age? Like
102.
Yeah, she's
102?
Yep.
But I think they
How's
also...
she not on there?
But I
I kind of respect her. She's not a celebrity. Jackie was. Fuck her.
They factor in, like, if you have cancer, like, you know what I mean? Like, how do they...
Yes, there are some people who are a little...
Younger.
Like Derek Draper was on the list.
Derek Draper.
He was 57. He was a political advisor. He must have had cancer or something.
Oh. That's pretty cruel to put him on. I respect it.
102, I'm looking at it right now. Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
Oh, he was at the end of 2023. He was in the hospital dying. So,
Who was?
Derek Draper.
Okay.
Political.
Is it a U.S. based site? These are foreign names.
This is the Death List 2024. It has a little skeleton guy with a hat.
Okay, does it say where it's from or no? No. Those are British names, I think.
Doug Stanhope used to do a pool like this.
Death pool.
Yes.
There are some. There's definitely a lot of American names on here.
You know who's been sick lately? Willie Nelson.
He's on the list.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
What number?
He is number...
I think he's 91 or 92 now, right?
Willie Nelson. He's number 40. This is his 4th year on the list. He's 91.
Good for him.
I hate to say this one, but Jack Nicholson?
It's a good one. He's had some health issues.
No.
Damn, really? Gene Hackman?
Bombing here.
Gene Hackman is on the list.
Yeah, 94, I mean.
Candidates must be famous enough such that their death is confidently expected to be reported by the UK media. So it has to be UK.
Yeah, they're not reporting on Rachel Robinson.
I thought you were going to say
Gene Hackman, first year on the list.
Yeah, I thought you say famous enough they would absolutely be a biography guy. That's when you know. No
Chris
question.
Clemmer would.
No question.
Gene Hackman, 23.
He's 94. I mean, that's the thing is that those guys. So it's British. I'm trying to
okay.
Some of them, like Dennis Laws.
My next guess definitely won't be out.
Who was that?
Who was I going to say?
Yeah.
I was going to throw like Artie Lang out there.
It's a good guess. Though.
Yeah.
No.
You get a ton of points too by slow because
right.
It's 100 minus.
Yeah.
Huh. Dying guy?
I think you just missed.
Oh, it's too bad. He's not really sick anyway.
Yeah. Also,
trying to other American or foreign. So you got to think. If it's UK, like in America, it would be a politician.
there's a big one, number 2, you've missed.
Yeah.
He's been on the list for 9 years.
I'd say you would know number 4. Well, like 4 and 5, you can.
How old is number 2?
99.
Dick Van Dyke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, big in Britain too. Mary Poppins, a big move, whatever the hell it was.
You're not going to get number 3.
What's their job?
British radio presenter.
Oh, no idea. Who is it?
Pete Murray.
Don't know him.
Murray.
Who's 4?
Alan Greenspan.
Sure.
Wait, based on how Dave laughed, how was Murray spelled?
Murray.
Sorry. What do you think that spells?
It's a tough day.
How do you pronounce that?
Well, it's Murray.
Why'd you say Murray?
Because I thought it was Murray.
Yeah, like Jim Murray on the Sports Hub.
What are you talking about?
Pete Murray, I bet.
You think Murray is Murray?
Because he's British.
Murray?
Murray, mate.
There's a very famous tennis player from Britain who has that last name, correct?
Yes.
Isn't it Andy Murray?
Andy Murray.
Yes.
Yep.
Never heard him referred to as Andy Murray.
Well, go over to London.
This guy looks like death.
How do you pronounce McCartney, out of curiosity?
McCartney.
Would he be on? He's old.
I thought of that, but no, he's too spry, I think.
He is, yeah.
No, he's not.
That would obviously be over there a gigantic death.
I thought of
as big as it gets.
They even said number 5, right?
No, you're not. You're not gonna guess
Keith
number 5.
Richards?
He's a worldwide figure.
Not as old as the other ones.
So you're saying Jimmy Carter's been number 1 for how long?
He's not been number 1. He's been on the list for 9 years.
Was he number 1 last year?
Let me check. They go all the way back to 1987.
The prince, the queen must have been number 1 for
No,
a
I think
few
he
years,
was. He was 7.
No, Dick Van Dyke was number 1 last year.
It would have been great if you look at this list and like Princess Diana was on it the year before.
Jimmy Carter was.
Why is Jeffrey Epstein number
6?
Aaron Hernandez.
Did you say no to mine, Keith Richards?
I believe so.
I'm just trying to think of names that would be massive worldwide. Like you got to think politicians.
Yeah, that's
number
the next
5 would be a massive.
But younger than the ones who we've talked
How
about
old?
before. 88.
He's 88.
It's a guy worldwide.
Not many more people are famous than this person.
Oh, my guy Frankie, Pope
Yes.
Francis.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be huge.
Number 7. I don't know. You probably know them.
Job.
Jazz singer. I believe it's a female.
I don't know if that's accurate.
That was guaranteed as a guy, right?
I don't.
What's her name?
Oh, you're lucky. Yeah.
Cleo?
It's a female.
Yeah.
Cleo Lane.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah.
Give
me round up the top 20 for us, Justin. As only you can.
8, Sandy Gall. 9, Noam Chomsky.
See what I'm saying about the.
okay, yeah.
But it's a lot of British stuff going on.
10, Robert Wagner. 11, Mel Brooks. Dennis Skinner. 12, Nigel Starmer Smith.
Yeah.
13,
That's what I mean.
British rugby commentator.
Keith Richards not above any of these clowns?
James Whale. 14.
A cricket commentator is dying?
Stanley Baxter. 16. Joanne Woodward.
Yeah, still alive. Paul Newman's wife, who has Alzheimer's.
Patricia Routledge. 18. Clint Eastwood. 19. Derek Draper was 20. Vanessa Redgrave.
Yeah, she's still alive.
21. Desmond Morris. 22. Gene Hackman. 23. Jean Marie Le Pen. 24. Dennis Law.
What about
I like when Justin just plows through the names.
what's his name? Producer 90210.
Aaron Spelling?
Yeah,
He's dead.
Oh, he is dead. Damn it.
Hans Blix. He's a weapons inspector.
Yeah, sure. I know him.
26. Julie Walters. 27. Tom Brokaw. 28. Linda,
He has cancer. That's a good one. He has the same cancer my dad had.
Like Linda Nolan. She's 65, so.
She's clearly something wrong with Linda.
Yes.
I'm going to go to this site, take a look at some of the older years. I actually like this. What's it called?
I wish it was there. There must be an American version.
Has to be an American
Deathless.net.
one. But these guys do the first thing, Mike.
Try deathless.com.
I just saw it.
I know. That's what I'm saying, Justin. You just saw it. Correct. Thank you. Yes.
Louis.
Louis
Merloni.
Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Louis Farrakhan.
I would have said Farrakhan.
Louis Farrakhan.
Norman Tebbit.
God, there's
32.
a deathless form. Jesus, these people are tough.
Willie Nelson, 33. Daniel Barenboim, 34. Esther Ranson.
Mary Port Fun City posts on this. Seems authors seem to go on for ages, don't appear on boards like this because they're basically saying what's a good bet and what's a bad bet. It's like J.D. Salinger live forever, Harper Lee. They're like, don't be picking authors when you're doing your death list. There's a lot of form stuff going on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Sly Stone.
Yep. Sly and the
47.
Family Stone, yeah.
How old's Stephen King?
Buzz Aldrin.
He's pretty young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say he's in the mid to late 70s. Young for this, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
77.
77?
Yep.
Huh, okay. All right. What else?
Did you see that Eva Longoria saved John Wick? She gave $6 million of her own money it was going to shut down before she financed $6 million.
Is she in the movie?
No, I think she's just a financer.
Is she a producer?
Yeah, it was going to shut down the set, and she saved the day.
The newest John Wick movie?
I believe it was like the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because then obviously now it's on what, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably got paid a nice back end for that.
What do you think she made from what's it called? That TV show that was huge.
A lot. Desperate Housewives.
I felt like $6 million was a lot.
That was
of
on
money
a long
for
time
her.
too.
Yeah. Again, if Justin looks that up, he'll tell you how much the Tampa Bay third baseman Evan Longoria made in his career. So, even Longoria had 36 home runs in 2008. Wow, really talented.
I think Keanu Reeves makes so much money from that because he took all of his.
Took the back end.
Yeah.
Oh, it's smart.
Perceptive thought there. You think Keanu Reeves makes a lot of money from the John Wick franchise?
I know. It's famous for the Matrix. What he did with the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah. He gambled on that. Somebody turned that down too.
Will Smith, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. And somebody turned down I think Connery turned down the Fishburne role.
Wow.
Yeah. Will Smith and Sean Connery.
It's an interesting movie. Probably would have been as good, no?
Yeah, probably. It was Keanu was the right guy for that though.
Yeah.
Keanu's one of those guys. He goes, then goes away, then has a hit, then goes away, and has a hit. He's a tremendous amount of bombs, but he has the franchises.
Keanu Reeves has made over $200 million for playing Neo.
Yeah, good for him. The last one was terrible, but yeah, good for him.
Is that the only real thing he's been doing lately? Is the John Wick movies?
The Wicks.
He was in a
I
video
feel like
game.
he's in stories.
Yeah, he was in a
all the time. I see
video
pictures.
game, right?
It was a AAA game.
That's not a real thing.
That is.
That's something. I don't think that's what Dave thinks is a real thing. No. You mean like a motion picture?
Right.
Yes, he's very hard to cast, Keanu Reeves. I mean,
that's a well-liked individual, it seems. I think
very
I read
nice.
a lot,
Everyone says, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I said yesterday, Paul Perillo. I had to defend him on social media. I said he's a very nice guy. He's in my top 5 Boston media nice guys. I think.
Also, did you guys hear Kirk Menahan say that Mayo's going to get fired in the next 48 hours?
I did not.
Yeah.
It was not serious, by the way, but whatever. Okay,
Did he reach out to you to confirm that?
No, but I think Paul
That's
Perillo
sloppy journalism.
Probably heard it live. I'll just say that.
Oh.
Very
okay.
nice guy.
Hello, Paul.
Top 5 Boston media nice guys of all time.
It's a good list, right?
Eric Fried, number 1. Like legitimately the nicest guy. Do you know who he is?
Oh yeah, I've never met him.
Super
but
nice
yes.
guy.
Nesson?
Yeah, he did Nesson years ago. I knew him at
He was like
Comcast.
Tom Cairns' fill-in.
Yeah, well, don't diminish what the man has done.
Just saying that's what I know him from.
How dare you, Mike? Jesus Christ.
I'm sure he would have been better than Tom.
This fucking guy. Sitting there watching Jack Klugman roll around.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree with that. I'll put Perillo. It's like one of these games where I have to put them at certain numbers, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, if you.
Yes. I'll put Perillo at 3. Alex Spear at 5.
Oh.
Did you deal with Alex Law, Mike?
Never met him.
Yeah, no.
Never
Very
met him.
nice guy.
I think he might have been kind of gone before I got there.
Yeah, it might be. Who would be 2 and 4? It's just not a lot of nice guys on the media. I got to be careful. I get this confident.
Tangway?
Might be too close to this guy.
Tangway's a friend, but he's not a good guy.
I was going to say Bradford?
Yeah, but I mean, Rob's Rob will, if you're dealing with Rob, he's motherfucking everybody, which I like, but that doesn't mean.
John Pearl's a good guy.
Definitely. I'll put him at 4, only because I don't love that Marchand's, every video of his goes to some weird commercial 20 seconds. Have you seen this?
No.
For Marchand's, 20 seconds in every clip, it's like some website thing.
Oh.
I'm knocking him down to 4. Marchand's a good guy, though, right, Dave?
Great guy.
Yeah. Let me see. Who's 2? I think I'm forgetting somebody.
Like Cafardo died.
Yeah.
He would have been up there, right?
He was a nice guy, though. He got very testy with me once at Comcast because I made fun of. He was was a Valentine suck up. And he got very angry at me, but it was okay. but he's dead, so I can't use him.
Yeah.
Number 2, I don't know.
Oh, Mutt.
No, he's on the media. Let me think here. I don't know if Mutt's a nice guy or not. He's just a weird guy.
Mutt is a very
He's a nice guy.
Well, he's a very weird guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, aren't you all comfortable around him? Don't you feel like he has demons?
No.
Okay, I do. No. I do. You guys just like being around him, huh?
He's just pleasant. Yeah.
You have to go up there tonight, huh, Justin?
After I finish the cake, yeah.
It's true.
I don't think I've even watched the last couple weeks.
I told you. You weren't here yet. Kate said to me, she's like, "You're friends with this guy?" She's like, she was more disgusted with me.
That's how forgettable Mutt is. She must have met him at that basketball game she was at. Right?
She's met him many times over the years. Yeah, many times.
Who is this asshole?
She's like, "That's the dad of the kids we used to go there." I'm like, "Yeah, that's him." She's like, "This is what he's doing." I was like, "Kate, you know what I do for a living? Let's not pass judgment here, really." Number 2. Oh, Mike Gorman. Number 2.
Ah,
yes, great guy. Great guy. Number 2, Mike Gorman.
It's a good list. To go back to Keanu, was that sarcastic? Because didn't Matthew Perry call him like a cunt in his
It was
book?
weird. No, but Keanu Reeves like a famously super nice guy. That was the reason why everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, okay.
Like he goes out of this video of him like just like cleaning up like after like movie sets and stuff, and like, but the cameras are always on. That makes you wonder. You know?
Yeah, man, not on Matthew Perry's watch apparently.
Yeah, it was weird. Remember the book? He's like, Chris Farley died. Keanu Reeves is still alive.
That's very aggressive.
Like, what? Well, Keanu won that war.
Yeah.
He won that war. We never got to see it.
Now Matthew Perry's dead and Keanu Reeves is still alive.
But Keanu Reeves would get a biography. Matthew Perry never will.
He would have.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely would have.
That was late at night. Remember, that was like 8:30.
I was at a wedding,
night.
yeah. I was at the Warthogs wedding.
That could have been, no coincidence there. I mean, what if Clemmer did like a 6:30 biography that night if he's going out Friday night and Matthew Perry dies that night?
Damn, that would have been tough.
That's a tough one. He has to do it the next day.
Yeah.
Huh. What else, Justin did?
It's like your life's always in second gear.
It's a very sarcastic biography. What do you got, Justin?
You see, Big Baby Davis is finally going to jail.
Yes, that was a few days ago.
Finally.
Well, he was.
Oh, can I bring up a show thing?
You've been rooting for it?
Yeah.
The Harmon, Be a Man guy,
Uh-huh.
notified us that it was the 5-year anniversary of the Sherborne peace rally, basically.
Today?
Yeah, what was the name?
No,
Vigil.
November.
Was it November?
First week of November.
Yeah, that's when he wants to
coming up.
Yeah, so he wants to do a 5-year, he wants to go to it on the 5-year anniversary, have a little event. So he just like wants to welcome Minifans to honor that moment, I guess.
I mean, okay, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah. I guess he's
wanted
asking you
When is
for a
it?
blessing.
He just didn't want you to say no.
Is it November 5th? Is that what he texted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean, if people want to go, but I don't really know. Sure. Yes, he's a nice guy, but I don't get it.
Just wants to celebrate the 5-year anniversary. It's a major show moment.
Okay. So you met Jerry Callahan.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
That's a major moment.
That was major.
I introduced you to.
Yep.
Jerry was there.
He was.
Yeah, he got like a big ovation.
He did. People loved him at that time.
Yeah, but he wouldn't stick around. Like he didn't go to the brewery.
No, you didn't. Oh, you didn't meet him at the brewery.
You're thinking of the picture of you.
Is there a picture of me and you and him
Yes. There's a picture of you.
Oh, it's just me
looking
and-
forward, and Dave's
That
like
picture
leaning
doesn't
on the-
exist. That picture is altered.
leaning
It
on the
doesn't
table.
exist.
there? Is that a bad picture?
Oh yeah.
Really? Of
It
me
is
or
an
you?
No, of me and my wrists. Yep.
What do you mean?
My wrist looks like it's like
Oh, like Jerry at the finish line
What?
of the
Are you
race?
a girl?
what?
Who sees?
It's
a
literally
picture
it's
and is
pointed
like,
out by every Minifan.
Don't
Like,
look at my.
Minifan-
Don't look at my wrist.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
you too. You too.
It's pointed out. It's a thing. That's all.
I don't know if these two like each other anymore, Mike.
I
yes,
love
we
Dave.
do. Yes, we do.
I think they do.
Okay, I guess. Sure. Yeah. Harmon's a good guy. Yeah. If they want to do that, that sounds great. I don't feel like Merchant's even an enemy anymore, though. I mean, we hate him, but yeah, sure. What's the name of the place? The pizza place? What was that?
The brewery was Jack's Abbey, right?
Jack's Abbey.
Yep.
5 years ago, Mike. My God.
Yeah.
Think that
Where's
marriage
the
is still
time
around?
go?
Huh?
So do you think that marriage is still around?
I forgot about
We saw them somewhere. Remember at a live show? And they were very nice. They just had a baby. Yeah. I mean,
nice.
Alaska?
huh? No. No, it was one of the live. Like, it might have been Portland last year. Something like that. Like, I feel that feels like a year and a half ago or something. So, any news on the other thing?
We're still working on it. Legal.
Okay.
Just
Were you thinking soon?
hopefully.
Okay, better be. Or it's not going to happen.
Yes.
Okay. What else, Dave?
I think that's it. I got an article that just dropped. I credit to you, so that's nice.
What's that?
Something related to the case that we've been talking about privately.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. The McPhee thing.
Yeah.
The
How many orgasms is she having?
Dave.
I can't comment because I've only read the headline at this point, and I still have to peruse the entire article.
You'll learn
So,
it.
yeah.
That's right. He's getting there. See, he's getting there. All right. So Justin and I we're doing that tomorrow, Justin?
Yep.
Okay. 10 o'clock. Phone calls last week, 2 weeks ago. Good job. Okay. Tomorrow, again, I'm imploring you to step up. What's the number, Justin? I'll announce the number right now. 877. I think I'm right so far, no?
No.
Number, nope.
Damn it.
814.
814-277.
Yep.
KIRK.
That's good.
Jesus. Did you know that, Mike?
I wouldn't have gotten the 277 part.
It's not 277.
Whatever.
It is 277.
It is?
Yes.
What is it?
814-277.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got that again.
547.
You did get it, though.
I would never get it again. It's weird. I know. The brain is a weird thing, especially when you get older. I could tell you every fucking thing from 1984. Everything. And I'm telling you, like 3 days ago, not a fucking chance. It's very strange, but it's happening.
I'm starting to get that. I've always been very good with like show stuff. I'm starting to get where people bring something up and I'm like, I have no memory of that.
Yeah. Oh, that stuff I just block out. But yeah, totally. You have to move it around. All right. So unnamed is when? In 10 minutes? Is that right?
In like 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Okay. Unnamed. Should actually be an interesting one today, I think. I have some questions for Dave for sure. So we have unnamed and we're back tomorrow with phone calls. Wrapping up, by the way, a busy week. That's what? 4 shows, counting the phone calls and the debate. Good KMS week. Jesus. Go to subscribe, blindmike.net, Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe right now. Please do that. I do that. I implore everyone to do that as well. Mike, we'll see you next week, I assume.
Sounds good.
Anything else, Dave?
Nope. All good.
No? Justin?
Nope.
All right. Unnamed in a few minutes. We'll
I'm
see
going
you
to be
then.
eating cake. And
Huh?
eating cake later today on YouTube.
What tease that is. Okay. Good.